Okay. This is kind of funny, to be fair. It's like I'm almost kind of just amused at it at this point. It's just kind of silly. Like it's oh man, holy shit. That's fucking crazy, dude. That's crazy. My lord. Hi. Welcome back, everybody. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't even know if it's Wi-Fi issues or what at this point. Like I don't understand if there's like some sort of federal informant who heard that I'm too base and now they're literally out to get me. Or if there's somebody at the Wi-Fi company who just isn't doing very well and they're fucking me exclusively. Either way, we're back. We're back. I should do this while the Wi-Fi is still up? What do you mean? I wouldn't be able to do this if the Wi-Fi wasn't up. What are you talking about? The video? Before it dies? Oh no, I want to, yeah, it's okay. Look, I'm frustrated. I need to like talk for a second and breathe through it before I fucking jump back into racism for kids. Okay. Anyway, I have no idea how if this is actually gonna work at all. I'm very confused. Will I upload VODs or clips? That's a great question. I don't know because I would like to upload clips and I want to do that because I think that would be much more entertaining and you can, you know, much easier to select what you want to watch. But also that's a lot of work and I have a hard time, you know, with putting a lot of energy into a lot of things. So I don't know how capable I'd be of doing that. But yeah, so I'm kind of on the fence about it, you know. But yeah. Why does it feel like the stream's dead again? It's not dead, right? Is it dead? No, we're still here. We're still going. Okay, thank God. I stick with lives throughout and start doing clips later on. Okay, thank God. Okay. Whew. Okay. I mean, this is, I think, to be fair, this is a fantastic viewer streamer bonding experience. We're all struggling but we're all struggling together. So thank you for that. At least I'm not alone in this and you aren't ditching me. So I appreciate that very much. So for the to be fair, this is only the third stream of the Leo and Layla one. Yeah, let's jump into it. Maybe we'll get through this one. Maybe we'll get through it.
Help, it'll be him.
People will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
Oh my God, he's doing what?
Oh, that's him all right.
This was a good idea.
Yeah, the white voice actor. Yeah. I like to think, and I know it's a common theory, but I like to think that all the black voices are just Dennis Prager trying to make his voice go deeper and sound black. I'm like 90% sure that's what's going on.
Yeah, let's go meet him. Excuse us, Dr. King. I'm Layla, and this is my brother Leo.
We're from the future.
Oh my God, they fucking yassified him. Why is he so yassified? Why is he so soft looking? You choose to believe that theory? Yeah. He looks blazed out of his mind. Okay, let's not racially identify if somebody's blazed, okay? He's not all there. Yeah, none of them ever look like they're there. This is the thing that I notice about PragerU kids videos, is that the whole time, like, characters will be talking to each other and they'll be like, they'll be like the most fucking strange, weird, concerning person in the world, and they just like, it's so fucking strange. Like half the time their like eyes don't even match up with each other. They do in this one, so that's good. But, you know.
And my sister here stood up for what's right. Because her friends are being mean about it, she isn't sure if she should have.
We
They
have
definitely
a holiday
are.
for you and learn about your I Have a Dream speech every year. Your
That's really funny. I like how that's like the only thing that they can think of. Like they avoid everything else. They just say that's the, you know, you did the I did a thing speech. That's okay. That's all. Oh, I have a dream. Oopsie daisy.
Right, and it would be cool to learn more about that from you.
Do you have a little time?
Imagine they told him he's gonna die. Yeah, they go up to him, they're like, Dr. King, watch the fuck out. You're gonna get fucking killed, Dr. King. No. He just finished cheating on his wife with several snow bunnies. He has to collect his thoughts. Look, okay, if he wants to cheat a little while he's improving the lives of millions of black Americans, I say more power to him. I mean, maybe he did. Also, didn't the FBI say that though? And the FBI's like probably gonna be like, he fucking murdered babies and drank their blood. So I don't know how trustworthy that is. Okay. Yeah, okay. Then I kind of doubt it then, in that case. But you never know. I also think a lot of guys probably cheated, and that he was probably, you know, being a prominent figure, he probably had a lot of opportunities to. But, yeah, you never know.
Always make time for those who stand up to injustice and who have...
Oh. Why does it sound like AI? It's not AI, I don't think, 'cause it's 6 months ago. But why does he sound so... Why does he sound like that?
have the courage to right wrongs.
Have you always stood up for what's right?
Well, from a very early age, I was...
Wait, why did they slow it down? No, this is... I think this is a normal person recording, but they put it on like 0.8 speed?
aware of right and wrong, and when I detected wrong, it gave me a horrible feeling.
No, I think this is like AI or something. Wait, are they putting on a black AI voice? No. Because that's not a real person. And it's not... it is Dennis, but they like slowed it down. Wait, because like, listen, if I make this go at 125, I promise you it's gonna sound normal. It is fucking awful, holy shit.
I was aware of right and wrong, and when I detected wrong, it gave me a horrible feeling. As a young boy, perhaps just a few years younger than you, Leo, my favorite playmate was a boy near my...
Yeah, that's not real. That's not a real fucking person. That's not a real person. At all. Holy shit. Okay, alright. Fuck it. Let's see. Let's see where this goes.
My age, who also happened to be white. Once we started school, because of my skin color, he was no longer allowed to play with me.
That's terrible.
That man back there is not real. He's not. He's that fucking Dr. King there is clearly an animatronic or like, I don't know, like
and unfair to
poor
me.
racist in a trench coat. I don't know what's going on here.
And it made me angry. But my parents gave me a lesson that has guided me for the rest of my life. They taught me that
My god, it's so awful. I'm sorry. I know I'm pausing it a lot. But oh my god. This is like such a fucking horrible thing to do as well, you know? Like it's the way that like evil people will like misappropriate the deaths of like people that they would have disagreed with is such like a horribly like malevolent, terrible thing, like how they approach it every time. God, Jesus Christ.
racism, thinking people are better than or lesser than because of skin color is wrong, and to hate the wrong but never the wrongdoer.
Wow, that's so noble.
My Christian...
I love how they couldn't even find a black person to do this though. like PragerU has like infinity money, and yet they apparently couldn't find a real black person to actually like record it, and they had to do it. Dennis Prager is black? Oh, true. He's my favorite POC. When I listen to black people, guys, listen to them.
Faith directs me to love my neighbors, even when they act in ways I don't like. And
That's not true. Martin Luther King didn't like his neighbors even if they fucking acted in ways he didn't like. What? Martin, he's not cucked. He wasn't just like, oh yeah, be racist to me. Just do it. Fuck it. Go ahead. I don't care. I'm Martin Luther King. He's not Jesus.
that's always helped me remain peaceful.
You've experienced lots of racism, huh?
Oh yes. Unfortunately, in my time, there are plenty of hateful and ignorant people that haven't let go of racism. So most black Americans have experienced it, but here in 1968 in the South, it has been
Did they think they were like actually gonna trick kids with that fucking voice? Like, oh, it's so awful. How does he know they're from the future? Probably because the kid looks like that. To be fair, I think that would be like my first assumption if I were Martin Luther King in 1963 or whenever this is. And I see a kid looking like that. I'll be like, oh, okay, they're from the future. And they told him, yeah.
However, still remained, and new laws were made to keep white and black people separate.
Didn't people fight against the new laws?
Yes, but in 1896, the Supreme Court ruled that segregation
He just, yeah. Martin Luther King is cool like that. Apparently, he's chill. He doesn't care if somebody's from the future.
was indeed permitted. They said things like schools, swimming pools, bathrooms, movie theaters, and such could be separate for white only
God, the
or
voice
black
is so
only, as
fucking
long as they were
unsettling.
equal.
But if people are kept separate, isn't it harder to learn that
It doesn't.
racism is bad? So the bad behavior just continues?
That's very insightful of you, Miss Layla, and I couldn't agree more with you.
Oh my god, this is such fucking ear cancer.
When I was a young man, I spent time working in desegregated Connecticut and went to college in desegregated Massachusetts. In each place, the races mixed freely. And without segregation, it is much easier to have friendships and
Oh my god. He's just saying that racism didn't exist as long as it wasn't systemically enforced. But like, what? No more racism. We did it! They did it! They did it in the year... In the year... Fucking what? 1960... 1968. We did it! It's finally gone! We fucking... Oh my god. This is incredible. Racism is gone. Yeah, funny crabs. That's the best I can do right now.
relationships with people of different races.
We did it.
Wait,
Us and PragerU, we all worked together and we beat racism. Good job, guys. Good job, team.
so in the South, if there was still a lot of racism, were the things that were separate ever really equal?
Almost never, and not just unequal.
Dennis Prager
but
did
most
it.
black
I'm so
only
proud of him.
services were far worse than their white counterpart. However,
Yes.
one place where the races couldn't be separated was on public transportation. Cities in the South didn't have the money.
Wait. They... That's not true. That's not true either. I mean, there's a whole lady about that. There's a whole woman who's, I mean, look, I speak about it like this because I'm fucking, I try to not overeducate myself on American social issues that don't really relate to me too hard. So I refer to things like that, like the lady who this was about. But you know, what? That's why you don't ride public transport, Abe, no, look, okay, that we can't. There's no racism, okay, no.
Money for two sets of buses, so whites and blacks had to mix, sort of.
Ugh.
Sort of. Oh, that's so fucking funny. I love how they wrote that whole thing and they were like, "Oh, this is not true. We gotta sort something out here. We gotta add something." And they were just like, "Oh, sort of." Oh, Abe, that's very generous of you. The public hates you, so you should go away because you're gonna give them race cooties. Maybe potentially there was some racism, a little bit. I'm making fun of the AI voice, not him, so it's... Oh, wait! Wait, do you think this might be an AI voice trained on actual MLK? What if it was? It doesn't sound like him, though. I feel like... it feels like a very white interpretation of what MLK would sound like. Yeah, but I don't know. But, like, if it... Dude. Because they would definitely do that, right? I mean, even if they didn't do it here, how long until they do it to somebody who, like, died recently enough for there to be, like, good enough audio for them to, like, nab their fucking, voice? Oh my god. Dude, that's fucking, like, evil. That's, like, extra evil. I don't know. Well, the thing is, you can make, like, AI voices by mashing together a bunch of different ones and, like, adjusting it like that. So I think they probably made one that's, like, meant to be similar. But it is clearly just a bunch of people putting on voices, or somebody putting on a voice. But yeah.
This isn't gonna be good.
Blacks in the back and whites in the front. And blacks...
Yeah, that's exactly, Abe. That's what you want. That's what you want. That's what AI is for.
were only permitted to sit if there were extra seats after white passengers were all seated.
But what about Rosa Parks? She didn't give up her seat.
That's right, Mr. Leo. I'm pleased that future children remember that. Rosa was a good friend of mine in Montgomery, Alabama, where I had my first...
Wait. Okay, they're putting her here in the bus very clearly. Are they denying what happened with Rosa Parks?
job as a pastor, and after she was arrested for refusing to give up her seat,
okay.
I organized the black community and led a boycott, where we all agreed not to take the bus until the laws were changed and we received justice.
You stood up for what's...
That's the only thing that happened for the civil rights movement. They just boycotted the buses, and then they were given rights. That's how it went. That's how it worked. Everyone knows this. That's how you get rights in America.
Right.
And it was very difficult during our
Dude, buses did end racism. We need to focus more on the real clear solution to racism, the bus. Yeah, fuck yeah. This is how it works. This is exactly how it works.
organized protest. I even spent time in jail after being unfairly arrested, and my home was bombed.
What?
Yes, thankfully no one was harmed.
I didn't realize that.
Although our protests remained peaceful, I believe.
Really? Every civil rights protest was peaceful? Is that true? I believe I might have heard something different. I'm not sure about that one. You know, I believe they might have, you know, pushed a bit harder than that, you know. Yeah, if you're a minority who's oppressed, just stop partaking in society, and then they'll be sad because they can't have your money. It's like the most fucking, like, stupid, terrible, conservative capitalist solution to a problem. It's just like, yeah, you should just use your fucking buying power. PragerU is like, you know what your dad did with Bud Light? MLK did that with buses, and then civil rights happened. Exactly. That's how it works. That's how it works. That's what you gotta do. That's how you get rights. And look, he did it, and he's clearly real and honest and trustworthy.
With all my heart in nonviolence. Two wrongs never make a right, and you can never defeat hate with hate.
I guess it's good.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. You can never defeat hate with hate. I don't know about that. I think you can hate people for being hateful, and that's pretty effective. I think it's a good social tool that we can, you know, shit on people for being cunts. I think that's fantastic. All of you people who follow me on Twitter, you know that. I do think it's functional as well, because maybe it doesn't affect these people directly. Like, they might shut up about it so they don't get fucking shat on next time. But what I mainly think it helps do is other people see it and they realize, oh shit, this opinion is clearly flawed, you know? There's clearly critics of this and it's bad and I shouldn't believe in it. And that's mainly what I'm worried about, you know? I'm worried about like prevention and stopping there from being more stupid people than stopping the stupid person himself, you know? Yeah, to a degree, yeah. I mean, that's how this is how the social contract works, you know, and it's kind of awesome. It's kind of great. It's kind of a fucking very good thing for in some ways, you know? That's how you do, like, you work like racism out of a society, is you start making it something that's like something you shit on, something that you point out to people, and then you fucking make it clear that it's not socially acceptable. It always means people who suck, social consequences are essential to having a society. Exactly. It's fucking, it's important, and it's present in every single society, because every society has some degree of standards and rules, right? The guy's hair looks like it was attached on a single strand. Please, yeah. He's like, can you imagine this kid's hairline? It's a fucking triangle up there. He's like, this is like flopped all the way from the back. He's like holding on to it for dear life.
Didn't punch those bullies.
No kidding, but I did yell at them.
Sometimes the situation requires
Oh
us
my
to
God.
passionately raise our voices.
Oh, that's as far as Martin Luther King would ever go. He just passionately raises his voice, and then he gets given civil rights. His teeth weird, dude. His teeth weird. Him weird. His voice weird. It's awful. He raised his voice slightly. That's how it goes. MLK is a not a wide old sensei, a wise one. Loud voice equals rights. I mean, the thing is, you could just do both. Just be a loud voice and then also whack people if they deserve it, you know? Like, I when I was younger, I had to whack some people because they were like being, you know, discriminatory to me or other people I was friends with, and they stopped being shitty. It works. It genuinely fucking works. Like, especially if there are no systems in place to prevent that kind of discrimination, right? If there's nothing else to prevent it and there's nothing to stop it, then you do need to just take action yourself. In Minecraft, I'm not advocating for violence, but you know, sometimes it clearly has been necessary. Social justice warriors are only cool if they're actual warriors. You know, it's okay. It's okay for people to be scared of acting and actually doing something, you know. Advocating is also good. But yeah, it is like a mimic trying to be MLK, but it's also slowed down and weird and AI and
You should hear some of my speeches.
We have. They're great.
If your conscience tells you to apologize for yelling, then listen to it. But perhaps those bullies...
Jesus Christ, MLK, they're like, what if MLK was like a massive pussy? Can we do a video about that instead, so we can just make kids all be massive pussies instead?
required some
They made him a cuck, yeah. They made him MLC, Martin Luther Cuck. It's fucked up. MLK Fallout Edition? Yeah, he's like Fallout, but like if it wasn't like cool. It's just sad and bad and depressing. And this.
Volume. As long as you didn't threaten or insult them,
Real.
I wouldn't feel too bad.
Thanks, Dr. King.
As long as you didn't threaten or insult them. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. And also this runs like contrary to like every other bit of like PragerU content, obviously.
One great secret about using nonviolence to fight back is that by taking the high road and not sinking to the level of people who are being mean, you can actually make a bigger impact on them than with a violent act like
No! Martin, that's not true! Somebody isn't gonna remember somebody saying, please don't call me a... Can I say slurs on here? Can I say slurs if they're like mine? Is that chill? Do we know? Can I say slurs? Can I say the F slur? I probably shouldn't, huh? Anyway, well, if somebody calls me an F slur and I say, please don't do that, and then they're like gonna be like, ha ha ha, that's the usual reaction. If you whack them, that's an actual real reaction. That's something they're actually gonna fucking remember and they're gonna feel the next day. You know, if you say something, that doesn't matter because they're like reactionary cunts anyway, and they want a reaction out of you, and they want you to be upset. It's so fucking stupid, and they know it's stupid, and that's what they're banking on. But it's fucking terrible and upsetting that they're marketing this to kids. And that's probably like a decent amount of children saw this and like became like slightly stupider.
A punch.
I wasn't mean to my friends who laughed and went along with the bullying. I just said I was shocked and disappointed that they could be so cruel. I kind of took the high road. Do you think that's why they won't talk to me?
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
And since you did the right thing and they didn't, they might be struggling with some disappointment in themselves. Don't worry, Miss Layla. If they're the kind of friends who are worth having, they'll be back after they've reflected on their actions and let go of their pride enough to apologize.
Oh, tell us about the I
God.
Have a Dream speech. My teacher played it for us last Martin Luther King Day, and
Oh man,
you
this
gave
is
me
so
chills,
gross to
Dr.
watch.
King.
So, after the
It's so
successful
gross.
Montgomery bus boycott, I got to be pretty well known, and for years I traveled to the South and led movements against racial injustices. In response, I was wrongfully put in prison
Yeah, it's
many
like this like
times,
the
even
only
stabbed
thing that
once.
they
My
like
goodness.
seem to be able to
But my
think
belief in
about, right?
nonviolence never
Is this speech, and they have like nothing else in their minds.
changed, and this led to some positive outcomes. All our different protests in all the different places became known as the Civil Rights Movement, and along the way, I became its most famous leader. On August 28th, 1963, others and I held the March on Washington for jobs and freedom, and more than 250,000 people of all races came to hear me give the I Have a Dream speech.
I wonder why our time machine
Wait, more than 250,000? Okay. That's a lot. That's a lot of people.
didn't take us there to hear your big speech. Some of those lines are famous. I have a dream that my fourth...
They literally don't know anything else about him. That's really funny. It's like when you have like one friend and like, you know, they like one thing, so you kind of like take everything back to that because you don't know what else to say. You think they killed back in time, killed MLK, went back in time and fucking shot him? Yeah, because they became racists because of what happened. And because they became pussies and they just became compliant to whatever, you know, people say to them. As long as it's like in a nice way and it's not bad, which is what conservatives want to be able to do.
little children will one day live in a nation
where they will not be judged by the color of their skin,
but by the content of their character. I'm
Oh
glad
my god. Jesus
I'll remember. Perhaps
Christ.
in many ways, that famous moment was just the beginning. A lot has happened in the 5 years since that day, and I've learned much more about the need to continue taking action to right wrongs.
did the I Have a Dream speech not have as much impact as you hoped?
Oh, it was a huge success. That speech caught the eye of not just the country, but the world.
True.
Other civil rights leaders and I were
He
invited
just
to
said
visit
it
the
and then
White
he
House
went to
speak with
bed.
President John F. Kennedy. We set the stage for laws to be passed called the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and 65, which banned legal segregation, outlawed discrimination based on race, and made voting possible for every legal citizen.
Yep.
Since you got those laws passed, why do you still need to be out here giving speeches?
Because in the years since,
Oh?
I've learned that there is much work that still needs to be done.
Oh?
There is far more injustice in the world than I once even realized, and I can provide
Okay.
a voice for the voiceless.
Dr. King, do you really think you need to fight all those fights?
Thanks to my fame and notoriety, when I speak, many people hear my voice, and I feel I would be a hypocrite if I only acted to fix the problems in my own backyard. I do
Yeah,
plan on
fucking
slowing
honestly,
down to
right?
spend some time with my family, but there's still a lot of work for me to do.
Thanks to talking to you, I'm really glad I did what was right and stood up for Haley. Telling bullies to knock it off and my friends to be nice isn't a big deal like what you do, Dr. King, but I know I'd feel so terrible if I stayed quiet.
I'm glad to hear that, Miss Layla, but know that
Oh
whether an
my
injustice
God.
affects just a handful of
Okay,
people.
this is making me feel sick. I don't. Let's. Okay, we're gonna go. Yeah, exactly. He wants. If Martin Luther King would want this, he would look at this and he'd be like, "Oh, that's so nice. I'm talking to white people."
Or millions. This world needs brave people like yourself to act peacefully and stand up against them.
Thank you,
Oh
sir.
my
Feel
god.
better? Lots.
On tough days, remember, only when it is dark enough can you see the stars. And I see you kids shining. Now get on home.
Okay, bye, Dr. King.
Thanks for being an inspiration to me and to the whole country.
Oh, I fucking hate like pacifism like that. It's so fucking stupid. Yeah, okay, that's fine. You go have a nice time. Thank you. I'm having fun. Your education at MLK was very similar to this. Yeah, I can imagine. That makes sense. Yeah, I can imagine the Ohio education system wouldn't really want you knowing too much about that either. Yeah, no, it is unfortunate, but them being fucking extra, them going in extra and like, you know, having somebody impersonate his voice and all that on top of the already, you know, flawed messaging which they're aware of is absolutely disgusting. So yeah, not good.
Hey,
Things better at school?
so good. I got called into the principal's office and thought I was in trouble, but Haley Johnson was in there too. We're gonna lead a fundraiser that will add space to the areas of the school where it's a tough fit for Haley's wheelchair. And all my friends said they were sorry to Haley and asked her if they can help with the fundraiser.
Oh my god, yeah, they just said nothing and they were just kind of nice and she raised her voice a little bit and then they decided to not be ableist anymore. Oof. Yeah, I can imagine. That makes a lot of sense that that they would teach you like that. Not good. Not good. It's unfortunate, man. I'm glad that people have like the internet now though, because I mean I think it's made pretty clear demographic change for them, you know, for the most part. Like people probably aren't as like terrible and uneducated as they were like 40 years ago, thank God. But there's still obviously a lot of work to be done. A lot of work.
This weekend.
All right. Can I help?
Of course.
Dr. King would be proud of you.
I think so too. I miss him.
So does our country.
Wow, that was terrible. That was terrible. Our country misses him.
If you would like to time travel with Leo and Layla again, please
He's got a sadness in his eyes that you only see in Eastern European gay porn.
visit PragerUkids.com and watch more of their adventures.
Yeah, that was fucking horrible. I really hated that. There are so many like genuinely repulsive aspects of this kind of thing. Like genuinely like upsettingly disgusting, you know? What's happening? Oh no. What? Are we good? Are we good? Is it gone? Don't tell me it's gone. Okay. We good. Oh, okay. Thank God. I didn't realize. Yeah, well, look, okay, am I wrong? Am I wrong? They looked like they literally fucking, like, they resurrected his corpse, yassified it, and then made him, like, stand there and fucking move his mouth and stuff. Longest stream? Let's go! Maybe it's not fucked anymore. I don't need to, if I say that, it's gonna, like, immediately shit itself. Fucking thank God. Holy shit. And thank you, everybody. I'm so glad we're hanging out here. Does somebody want to, by the way, as this is actually lasting, if somebody could update the link in on Twitter, that would be nice. Just fucking add that to the thread where I said I'm live. And you know, maybe we can get somewhere. Thank you, Abe. That's very kind of you. Okay, all right, so that's good. We got that cleared up, and yeah, so now we know Martin Luther King hated violence. He loved being a cuck, and if anyone said anything mean, he'd ask them nicely to stop, and then they stopped. And if you are oppressed, just stop taking the bus. Okay, just stop. Just stop needing things that you get from the public. You know. Just don't worry about it, you know, just wait, it'll be okay. Okay. So we have bus bad, true. The next thing that we have is, kind of interesting. And, it's from our boy, it's from our favorite guy.
Has this startling headline, startling for them
keeps
anyway.
on dyeing his beard. It's Mr. Matt Walsh. Matty W. I'm gonna fix this, hold on. Here we are, is it this one? Matty Walsh, but yeah, he's our guy. Oh no, I'm revealing all my secrets again. There we are. Matt Walsh, the pedo guy, the guy who was recording his friends doing a diaper fight in the yard, and one of his friends had a swastika on his back. Do you guys know about that? That little Matt Walsh moment? and he's just there recording it, and that's where the his fan base name Sweet God, what is it? Sweet, I want to say Sweet Diaper Babies, but Sweet Baby Gang. Yeah, Sweet Baby Gang. You didn't know about that? Okay, wait. We gotta find this. Matt Walsh diaper fight. Let's see. Oh god, I should check if this is if this is gonna get me banned or not. Yeah. I mean, this is here we are. Yeah, okay, we got it, folks. I think this should be okay. I think this should be okay. So this is no, come on. Wait, 16 years very oh no. Oh no. Okay. Anyway. This. So this is I don't know if this is TOS. This feels bad. But yeah, so I don't know if we have sound. Maybe we don't have sound. But yeah, Matt Walsh is commentating this the whole time, and he's like, yeah, come on guys, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so funny. And yeah, and then they fight, and then he like commentates about who won. Oh, there he is. There he is. Look at Matt. Look at what a fucking twink he is. And then yeah, that's him. He's commentating over it right there. And it's one of the weirdest things. Max eats thumbtacks for fun. Okay, Niall, come on stream right now. I'll shit on you. Okay, I will. Anyway, okay, we're not gonna go into that. But yeah, so Matt Walsh likes to you know, have his Nazi friends fighting each other in diapers, which is an interesting thing to do, for sure, to say the very least.
Boys are trending conservative. Oh no, dear God. A popular narrative suggests young people are reading now from the article are liberal and getting more liberal. Thus, social media buzzed when a chat surfaced in spring that seemed to suggest 12th grade boys have become overwhelmingly conservative. As with many Reddit posts and viral tweets, the tweet was more complicated. The truth was more complicated, but the numbers do say this. 12th grade boys are nearly twice as likely to identify as conservative versus liberal, according to a respected federal survey of American youth. In annual surveys over the last 3 years, roughly 1/4 of high school seniors self-identified as conservative or very conservative on the Monitoring the Future survey, a scholarly endeavor that dates to the 1970s. Only 13% of boys identified as liberal or very liberal in those years. The figures represent a striking shift in the political views of boys. As recently as the late 2000s, liberal boys occasionally outnumbered conservatives. Back in the Carter era, both boys and girls leaned liberal. Nowadays, it's girls who are drifting to the left. The share of 12th grade girls who
so you might have noticed from this phrasing here, there's more to this, right? The truth is more complicated, but the numbers do say this, and then he just lists off what the numbers do say, and then he doesn't fully elaborate on it. Yeah, true. I for a second I thought that was real, but I was like, wait, 1350 for teenage conservatives? No way. Okay, but I want to note though, there's a reason that The Hill wrote about it like that. So if you look up the article by them, high school boys are trending conservative. They do actually go into it and they explain it a little bit. So they go through it, they say all the things, they say all the things, and they kind of explain what's going on. But they also explain here that only 36% of people actually even partook in the fucking ideology, because kids, apparently teen boys especially, are just becoming far less political. Or they're becoming socialists because they don't want to identify as a liberal. But I don't know about that one. That's a hope, not a truth though, probably. So there is, I also found this image. So they basically just fucking lied about it, right? Let's see. I have it somewhere. Hold on. Yep, here we are. So if we take a look at this, we'll see this is the thing that Matt Walsh shows in his video. I believe he shows it at some point, or well, this is what it's referring to, and the message it's trying to communicate and how it's trying to seem, and it's trying to say that they're way more fucking you know, conservative, way less liberal, and it's like really, really popular there. You know, when in actuality, it's just a fucking rise in people who don't give a shit, which I don't know. I mean, I don't really know how to feel about that. I think it's a consequence, especially when it comes to 12th grade boys and boys in general. It's a consequence of the fact that they're not being catered to particularly well by either side, you know? If we look at conservatives and we look at the kind of like policy that they're pushing, they're recognizing more and more that the youth does not really like them very much. So they're, you know, pushing them away, and they're saying, you know, fuck you. And they're trying to, you know, raise the voting age, for example, and, you know, try and keep them off from partaking in democracy. Yeah, being an apathetic, edgy libertarian is fair. When you're a teenager, you're stupid tanky. That's understandable. I liked tanky aesthetics until I understood what it was. And then I stopped liking it because I was like, oh, that's not what I want. I like democracy and freedom and not murdering people and work camps and that kind of thing, you know? So it's okay. You can fall into things, and especially if you're a kid, when your life is like dominated by control, I think it can be easier to become more authoritarian and have stupid authoritarian ideologies because, you know, I think teenagers and have very, very little freedom, right? Like they have everything kind of like set out for them, and they're very limited. So I think a lot of people kind of want to take that out in some way, and I think for a lot of people, political ideology is like an expression of anger and frustration at something, you know. And so it wouldn't really surprise me though. But yeah, freedom. I'm a big freedom fan. That's why I could convince a lot of Americans. I think I'm very freedom brained. But yeah, so people just don't really care that much anymore. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And they are becoming more conservative over time. I think partially as a consequence of, you know, not really being catered to very much. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, see? So you like you have that frustration from being so controlled by society, you know, if you're gay, and you want to kind of get retribution for it. You know, I mean, it's understandable. It's the same place where, like, you know, shitty fucking black nationalism ideologies come from, right? It's an expression of anger and frustration at like the situation that they've been put in, and you know, though I understand it, it's something that we need to work to avoid because it's reactionary and bad. Yeah, they hate when people go woke. Not good. But yeah, so this is a thing,
Federal
and
Survey
he
of American Youth
goes further into
annual
it.
surveys over the last 3 years political beliefs. So that's kind of the headline. That you've got overall young men and boys are trending conservative, and when you narrow it down to 12th grade boys, they're twice as likely to identify as conservative.
Why does
liberal,
this sound like normal speaking speed when they put it on 1.5?
Now, I think there are a few things happening here. A few reasons why teenage boys and young men are increasingly becoming conservative. Let's
see.
And the first is that conservatism is rebellious, okay? It's edgy, it's offensive in our culture.
That's true. Yeah, he's right. He's absolutely right. And he knows how to take advantage of this as well, right? Like, this has been a big part of Matt Walsh's platform, is the fact that he like takes advantage of people being like, I can finally act on my like shitty, gross urges, my like anger and my frustration. And I can just like have the most angry, hateful ideology as a way to get through it. PJW, Paul Joseph Watson, yeah, he very similar. He's gonna say conservative is the new punk. Dude, he's fucking like steps away from it for sure. He creeps you out. Me out. I mean, I can't repeat that. I can't read that one. But yeah. He is a spooky, creepy guy.
By our culture standards, it's the rebellious, edgy, offensive thing. And if you have that kind of...
I mean, that really depends on where you are as well, though. Because if you're in a conservative place, then the cool, rebellious, edgy thing is going to be normal and progressive and that kind of thing, you know? And to be well-adjusted. Like if you're edgy and you're growing up in fucking, you know, rural Alabama, you're not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be so cool and edgy and agree with everyone around me and all my authority figures. Like that's kind of stupid.
Renegade instinct, that desire to rebel, as many young people do, especially boys, then this is where you go. As I pointed out before, if you're
Yeah, meow. Who are you? Dox yourself. Do it.
a kid in high school and you want to be edgy and cool, you can't do that by adopting the same position as your middle-aged math teacher. Like the moment that your math teacher starts waving a pride flag and talking about how the Bible is evil is the moment that it becomes extremely uncool to love the pride flag and hate the Bible. This drives towards...
I mean, he's not wrong. This is kind of an issue with when you have, you know, education in order to adjust the society to it. There will be some resistance, and there will be some people who are like, ah, yeah, because this is a rule and because this is the thing that's suggested, I'm going to go against it. But the good thing is that becomes less and less socially acceptable over time with, you know, less and less people disagreeing, and it's just something that you have to work on. But it is unfortunate. Yep. Exactly. It is like everything in life, politics is entirely a pendulum. If you make some progress, you will make a little regress, and that's okay. It's kind of how it goes. It's unfortunate, it's annoying, but it is part of it.
You know, there's a drive among the youth, obviously, towards rebellion. That's not news to anybody. And historically, it's been harnessed by the left against the right. And that's the reason why, if you go back, as they point out, you go back to the 60s and 70s, you're going to find that the situation is completely reversed, where young boys are much more likely to identify as liberal versus conservative. That's because that was the rebellious thing at the time.
This is so stupid. I mean, he's ignoring every single geographic factor.
For a long time, you know, what we consider now to be conservative ideals were the popular mainstream ideals. The conservative position, as we consider it now, was the dominant cultural position.
So you're gonna make any...
is that they lose their rebel status. That's the one good thing. Punk rockers still going out and pretending things it still has, which they do. So you end up with like aging punk rockers still going out and pretending to rage against the machine by saying everything that your HR rep at work would say.
Oh, I thought he was calling it punk rock for a second. I was so excited. That's such a shame. Oh man, close. Maybe he's gonna say it. Asian punk rockers? Not quite.
And kids, for the most part, see right through it. So this is a great advantage for us that we should be harnessing much more than we are. And you have to harness it in a smart way, obviously. I mean, you can't actually go up to kids and say, hey, kids, want to be edgy and cool? Be conservative. You can't say it as, you know, in a way as on the nose as that, because that makes it sound lame. But that is basically the message and the truth. Conservatism is edgy. It's much cooler. And partly because it's the only place where you can have a sense of humor.
I like how he's like, guys, it's edgy. It's cool. I promise. It's cool.
And that's the other thing about teenage boys. And I know this from having been one not that long ago. Well, pretty long ago. I mean, really long.
He's like 20. Matt Walsh, 20, confirmed.
Long ago, but still. I was one at one time. And I can still remember that as a teenage boy, you have a very outrageous...
Yeah, just like fucking, yeah, those, like, the fucking edgy art around it and just being like, I hate black people, you know? So cool. So fucking awesome. Wow.
Offensive, kind of morbid, aggressive sense of humor. Teenage boys amuse themselves by insulting each other, like among friends, just insulting each other in extremely vulgar and personal ways.
Yeah, this is a clear example of why these people are terrible, you know? Your like only thing with your friends was like insulting each other in like horribly personal ways. Like, dude, if it is getting to like being where like you're actually getting sad over it, then chill, you know? I think Matt Walsh, and I think a lot of the guys at Daily Wire have been like, and also I think most guys in Republican news, I mean, I know that like guys are like will like rib each other and stuff, but like these people, like the whole deal is being an asshole, right? Like all you hear about the thing that like Steven Crowder did to his employees, you know, his whole deal was just being a fucking cunt to them and like taking control of them and being fucking terrible to them. yeah, this is the guy who knows about teenage boys, to be fair. I mean, do look at him. He seems like it. Maybe be kind to your friends. Yeah, you know, maybe don't make your friend like sad or insecure about something, you know? Maybe be chill. No, wait, what do you mean no? Oh, I'm still here. Okay. See, don't panic in chat or else I'm gonna like cry on the spot. I get so anxious, dude. I have like streaming trauma now. I'm never gonna get over this. Teenage boy expert. Yeah, that's him. Matt Walsh, teenage boy expert.
And to some extent, you never grow out of that. Yeah, even as you become a man, as men, we never quite grow out of that. We still think it's funny to like make fun of each other and stuff. But there's no room for that on the left.
This is such a fucking self-report, dude. Yeah, as grown men, we like to, you know, act like small children and just kind of, you know, scream and shout at each other and call each other, you know, stupid and say that your mum's like really fat and gross and ugly and that kind of thing, you know? That's like what we do. That's like our whole deal. We're men. Like, dude, fucking grow the fuck up. Like, also, yeah. Yeah, no, I know. You can have, you can be roasting your friends and that kind of thing. But I do think that people who like their like whole deal is like I'm gonna shit on my friends and I'm gonna joke around with them about this topic that they're like this is very personal to them or something, you know. Like I feel like that's you know, pretty criticizable and yeah.
At all. I mean, you cannot have a man.
Look, I would rather be fist fighting daily than like fucking insulting each other like too personally, you know? Like you gotta let people you know, develop and change and that kind of thing. And young men are, God knows young men are insecure enough, you know? Like they don't need that. So I do worry about it a little bit.
And sense of humor on the left. You just can't. In fact,
You can't have a sense of humor on the left, guys. I'm sorry. Every time I laughed on this stream, it was fake because I'm a leftist and we can't find anything funny ever.
as it turns out, you can't have a man sense of anything on the left. You cannot be a man on the left. Which brings us to the second factor, which could explain why boys are increasingly becoming conservative, which is that the left, if you are a high school boy, the left is doing nothing but heaping scorn and contempt on you.
Yes, that's true. I mean, it's not like entirely true, you know. Like the left, I think, isn't necessarily targeting teenage boys like that, but the left isn't making any efforts to not do that, and they're not making any efforts to reach out to them, you know. Like as a teenage guy, like a random cishet teenage guy, what part of the left would even appeal to you there? Because in what ways is it going to benefit you? Because they don't talk about the ways that would benefit you, because they talk about specific communities, they talk about specific identities and how to help those people. They don't talk about how to help, like, you know, the average person, or especially even kids, you know. Either party does not like fucking cater to kids whatsoever, which is stupid because kids are going to turn into fucking adults and then voters, you know, which is like the left does that a bit, but not enough, not nearly enough. And they need to, you know, be more accepting and less judgmental seeming. Women be shopping. Yes, exactly.
Telling you to be ashamed of yourself, of your masculinity, calling you toxic, lecturing you, scolding you, yelling at you, on and on and on.
Yeah, Matt Walsh is so fucking funny, man. Like, he would get arrested and he'd be like, yeah, the cops, they come up to you and they say, why did you kill that person? And you say, I'm just a conservative. And they go, why? We saw you on the street, like last night, you stabbed that person in the neck. And he's like, oh, you're so woke now. Why are you so woke all the time? Like, dude is fucking giving very, very specific self-reports, you know? Like everyone says to you, why did you kill that person on the New York fucking bridge at like 3 p.m. last Sunday? Everyone says that all the time. Why did they say that? You know? I think I see why people might be saying that to you, Matt.
Constant, never-ending harangue. Another difference between now and back then in 60s and 70s. It used to be that when you thought of the humorless scolds, what immediately comes to mind is like the church lady, right? The conservative, you're thinking of conservatives who are supposed to be the humorless scolds, don't have a sense of humor, they're offended by everything, writing angry letters because they're offended by this and that. That is now...
Dude, that's like conservatives' entire identity, though. They love getting angry at things. There isn't like a single like thing that's like happened which they haven't like been like, oh guys, how should we feel about this? Should we like get angry at this, or should we say it's like holy and incredible? Like a single piece of media will come out that has like a lot of money behind it, and they'll all talk about it. They'll all focus in on it, on if they should be offended or like hail it because it's offensive, you know? Yeah, exactly.
That's the left. That's what the left does. That's their gig. And they're very excited to explain to you why everything you think and say is offensive, especially if you're...
Yeah, exactly. Why would you want to do anything else apart from be angry?
So what else if you're a teenage boy, what else are you going to do? So you've got these people over here who hate you and don't even disguise their contempt. And meanwhile, on the other end of it, they're doing nothing but heaping praise and adulation and celebration for like every other group. They're constantly saying, oh, you're so special, you're great, you're wonderful, you should be accepted exactly as you are, everything about you is perfect, you're the most wonderful thing on the planet. That's their message to everyone.
This is the thing, Matt Walsh has a point, unfortunately. I hate to do this again. Matt Walsh does have a point. The left isn't providing men with a form of masculinity that's like, you know, like praisable. They're not saying, you know, there are good men and here's how you be one. They're like, and then they don't like praise the good men because they're like, he's a man, or these people have been praised for too long and now they're losing them as a voter base. It is kind of an issue. Shoe goes over it in her video. Yeah, I think this that's also why I wanted to watch this one first, because I thought it would be like a nice precursor to the Shoe video. Yeah, I got big brain shit going on, big brain stream planning.
But then they turn around to you and say, oh, you scumbags, why don't you be more like them? Except you can't be more like them because that'd be appropriation. And I think teenage boys hear that and they respond.
Fucking fivehead, yeah, for real.
Which means that, again, on the right, the goal here is to harness this to our advantage.
Trying to find my grinder.
Culture and truth. Because the really good thing
not
is
the
that,
gay grinder, like the weed grinder.
It's not just that going over the right is now rebellious and edgy and all the rest of it, but that's also where the truth is on all these issues. When we see these, what I find to be extremely encouraging videos of, again, high school boys, you know, tearing down the pride flags and mocking attempts by schools to, you know, groom them into the LGBT.
I see these extremely fucking encouraging videos of teenage boys doing hate crimes. Is he rambling? Yeah, he's rambling. It's just the end, so he's allowed to ramble a little bit. That's okay.
It's politically advantageous for us because what they are rejecting falsehood in favor of the truth. And the question is, how are we going to harness that?
Yeah, he really lost confidence at the end there, didn't he? He was like, I hate my job. Yeah, okay, so that's interesting. I do think that we need to make note of this kind of thing, right? Especially because he is one of those people who are actually like making the like decisions for where propaganda is going to go, you know? He talks to all the people, he talks to all the fucking like nasty, insane far right people who want to, you know, gradually shift over the population to being shitty and terrible. This is something that we need to be critically aware of, and we need to fucking deal with it, you know? We need to fucking appeal to men, we need to try and talk to them, we need to, you know, not shit on men exclusively, you know? Like, it's not good. Yeah, so let's have a look at what Shoe0nhead wants to say about this. Now, I know there's a lot of dislike towards Shoe, in my spaces and circles, but I don't dislike her that much, to be honest. I think that she's a little bit stupid. I think she's a little bit silly, but I don't think she's necessarily bad. So, you know, let's give it a shot. Let's see what she's got to say about it. Yeah.
To inform you,
yeah, her politics,
okay.
Her politics do seem to be very flux, but I do think that's like a good thing as well, because we need people like that. We need people who you know, are willing to shift around and have like a variety of silly beliefs and all that, you know, because I think it helps people see that they're allowed to exit the kind of their kind of ideological confinements, you know, because a lot of people they get stuck in having a certain set of beliefs because they feel like they have to, right? Because they make it their identity. When we have people like Shoe who are kind of, you know, more in the middle about that kind of thing, you know, I know she's not a fucking like I mean, I don't know, she's one of the few people I might even like almost call a centrist because she's got like such fucking ambiguous political ideologies. It's helpful. It's good, you know? We need people who don't have strong feelings about politics still like feeling like they can, you know, have opinions and change things and stuff, because it makes it really easy when there's like a super obvious like bad thing, and then they can, you know, they can jump in and shit on it. And because the left is right, we're correct. We need this, you know? We need people to be able to look at reality and say that thing's bad. No, I mean her flippant nature. Yeah, I don't know. Abe is not a centrist. Abe's fucking lying. Abe is a fucking sockdem who's lying about it. But it's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. He likes saying he's a centrist so he can appeal to conservatives, and that's something I respect. So don't worry. He can call himself what he wants. We all know though. I don't think her flippant nature necessarily causes harm. I think it can. I think that she can be pretty stupid about some things, and I do think that she can be a bit quick. But I also think that makes her appealing to a lot of people, you know? And I think that is probably like a large reason why she has the audience that she does. You didn't get the notification for stream part 4? Yeah, no, we've had like a whole anthology now, but it seems like the Wi-Fi is settled. So we've been going for a full hour, which is, very nice. And yeah. Oh, hi. Hey, everybody. Oh my god. It's the fucking great return. Hour-long stream. Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm happy to have you here. But yeah, we're gonna have a look at what's going on in oh my god, wait, Gaston? No way. Gaston's such an awesome name. You're like the cool Beauty and the Beast guy. He was definitely gay, right? Was Gaston gay? Gaston seemed pretty gay, right? Might just be me. I watched like media and I'm like, this is homosexual. But there was definitely some shit going on between Gaston and the little guy. Anyway, he was gay but for himself. That too. Oh, okay. All right. That's good enough for me. I'll call him gay. I don't want to actually do a fucking chair stream necessarily. You folks can. I'm doing amazing. Yeah, I'm kind of getting stuck now because I want to find my grinder and grind up a little legal herbs. Actually, I'll just do it with my hands. We'll sit here. I'll keep going. And we chill.
That's right, folks. The men are not okay. The men have no friends, no girlfriend, no college education, no money, are breaking their legs and
Dude, I wish I had a Vine boom sound effects soundboard. Wait, I got this. Look at this. Wait. Wait.
That's right, folks. The men are not okay. The men have no friends, no girlfriend, no college education, no money, are breaking their legs and inserting metal rods into their bones to be a few inches taller, and listening to AI Batman help them overcome their pornography addiction.
You deserve real love.
Turns out
why do I have a bra button? Because I was like, I don't know, I think I got this when I was like fucking 16 or something, and I was just like I just thought it was funny. It's really sensitive, so I accidentally hit it when it's on my desk all the time, and it fucking, and then it goes off and it makes me laugh because it's such a funny sound. AI Batman helps everybody. I went to AI Batman. He solved my divorce. It's great. We love him. Yeah, man. Fuck yeah.
society that was
But to be fair, the character AI thing is really interesting for like people seeking emotional connection. It concerns me, but also there are just people who have a very hard time emotionally connecting with people, and I find it hard. I have a hard time blaming them for wanting that, you know? So I don't know how I feel about it.
built by and allegedly for men has indeed let them down. Now you
It is pretty Blade Runner though. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, and I don't really know what to make of that, you know, because it's like, on the one hand, super bad. It feels dystopic, but on the other hand, it could, you know, help some people feel like not like they don't have to fucking die anymore because they're like too lonely, which is happening to a lot of people, you know.
might be thinking, oh look, another boo-hoo poor men video by Shoe0nhead. Yes. And if you have a problem with
Real.
that, tune into literally anything else.
Okay, that's fucking super base. I'm not gonna lie, that's super base of her. I'm appreciating you.
Why are men and boys struggling? And what should we do about it?
A few new studies have come out that have shown that young men are more lonely and single than ever before. But it's not just men, the women and children too. It's predicted 45% of women will be single and childless by 2030. But according to the media, this is a good thing. The she-economy is booming, as they say. And meanwhile, men being single is treated like this.
New study explains why some single men are having a hard time finding a new partner.
Some of the music that they listen to speaks very derogatory.
Right.
Yeah. She seems annoying as fuck. I mean, that's okay. I mean, look, I kind of like people who seem a little bit annoying, you know? I like when people are like provocative in a way. I mean, you know me. You know how I function on the internet, you know how I act and how I interact with people and my approach to things. I think you can, if you're like abrasive but you're also correct, you can get pretty far with that. I feel like, and as long as she's making okay points, I don't really mind. And I'm kind of fond of people who are like kind of shitty. No.
Men, stop listening to that derogatory music. Then maybe you won't be single. I don't know, I think...
Oh yeah, I mean, she's probably gonna go over this, but like the whole thing with men and you know, the fucking, their position in relationships being meaning to be the provider and that kind of thing, and how fucked that is now with not most people being fucking incredibly broke, the job economy sucking, everything being incredibly expensive, you know, you can't really move on from that very easily. It's a bit stuck in 2017 with her delivery and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe my nostalgia brain just kind of likes that, you know? I like got like super, like fucking 2015, 16, 17, 18 was like when I was like super duper into commentary. And like it was like my favorite thing. So I am kind of fond of that style, you know? So I can't shit on her for that too much.
Men and women being single and lonely kind of shows there might be something wrong with society. Perhaps we should address this, not just wave it off as empowering or pathetic.
Yeah, her lighting is great. I'm fucking jealous. Oh wait, wait, we have kind of the same lighting. Oh wait, that's because she's... Okay. I'm fucking...
According to several different articles, I love how that's my source, I read about it on the internet, research shows that people from individualist countries show a greater sense of loneliness. This is linked to socioeconomic development, increased education, a shift towards white-collar jobs, and urbanization. Japan
Yo, look, I do have lighting, okay? Look at this. It's just dying. I have a light and it was like working great before, and now it's gone. Now it's just fucking like this. I could turn on another light, but I don't know. I'm liking it being a little darker. Right, please don't. No. Yeah. Oh, we're being patriotic. Okay. Yeah. You guys can be patriotic. I'll give you the pass.
Also has an issue with loneliness. In fact, they have a whole movement of people they call the hikikomori. Did I say that right?
Hikikomori?
I don't care. Basically, postmodern hermits. Mostly young men who completely withdraw from society, secluding themselves in their rooms for months and years at a time. In 2010, there was an estimated 700,000 hikikomori.
It's interesting though, because these guys are like, if incels would chill, like I know there are some like fucking big sexism movements, especially in Korea, that's becoming an increased issue. But like, and in Asia broadly, I believe. But like a lot of these people who like just kind of like, they're like, okay, society sucks, it's very hard, but then they just like go like, okay, I'm gonna play video games instead. I don't care. Like I respect that more. Japan too? Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But like in fucking Korea, there's like a party, I believe the party in power has people who call themselves incels in it. Like the fucking like Korean version of it.
In Japan. And today it's estimated to be about 1.55 million. And because of things like this, people aren't having babies.
1.55? So Japan's what, a fucking how many Japan population? Let's see. Let's have a look. 125 million. Wow. So that's like a little under 1% of their like of their male citizens are doing that. So that's what, like 2% of males then. 2% is fucking insane. Yeah, imagine fucking no pussy mandated by the government. That'd be fucked up. That'd be so fucked up. It might be going down in the graph? What do you mean? I don't know what you're saying. Oh yeah, Japan's population is decreasing. Oh, they are, aren't they? Oh, right, yeah, fucking child policies, eh? Right? They have policies limiting that, do they? I don't know. Population's not growing that much anymore. Oh no, they don't. Oh shit, they're just choosing to not have kids, huh? Damn. That's interesting. Oh, so why is Japan's population decreasing? Let's have a look. Let's figure it out. Busy urban lifestyle. Oh my god, it's just work. It's just work. Okay. Yeah, no, I saw that actually. Yeah, with them trying to get like fucking tourists to come and bang people. Yeah. The mystery of why the Japanese people are having so few babies. Let's see. Oh, the Atlantic, is that gonna fucking paywall me? Yeah. Yeah, no, okay. To me, yeah, everything seems to suggest that it's because of the work culture. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Yep. Yeah, man, that's fucking depressing. I mean, what's like the average work hours? Oh no. Oh lord. Hours Japan. Let's take a look. Average employee 1,644 hours in a week. I don't think that's it. 40 hours a week being the legal recommendation. What? Oh no. Okay, let's see. Apparently the Japanese don't work as much as Americans as of 2016. Who works most hours per year? Okay. But I think that's I mean, actually, because they have their constant work social culture as well, right? So you have like you have to like hang out with people and that kind of thing. You're expected to spend time, like a lot of time away from home as a consequence. Yeah, anime is making people cucked. That's why. That's how it works. Yeah, no, it seems like there's just fucking constant work. That's terrible. Ooh, wait. How many? Wait. Oh, wait. Suicide rate by country. Oh, I've Googled that already. Pretty interesting thingy. How are they doing? Let's see. Suicide rates around the world. Oh, here we are. Japan still behind the United States somehow. Which is interesting. Oh wait, you guys, you can't see that. Hold on, let me move myself over real quick. Yeah. So Germany's doing pretty well. Shouts out Germany. UK is doing okay. Japan, that's what, like 17 per capita. USA #1. Almost. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Russia's fucked. Yeah, in Russia you cannot like express feelings as a man. You'll be shit on to high hell for that. So yeah, I believe also suicide is kind of romanticized in Russian society, if I remember correctly. I've been talking to Russians a lot lately because I was in Eastern Europe and I learned a lot about it. And yeah, that's before the war. Yeah, well, to be fair, I think the suicide rate probably went down because people probably just went and got shot instead, you know? So, yay! I don't know. But yeah, so that's fun. Wow, South Korea. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, in this one they're third. This is for 2013. I'm really curious about why this seems I I kind of look like one of the Nickelodeon guys. I look like either Drake or Josh. In a good way? I mean, I'll take it if it's like in a complimentary way somehow. But thank you. I always wanted to look like a Drake or Josh. Okay, can I be Josh then if Drake is a pedophile? In a neutral way. Okay. Okay. I mean, I'll take that. I think it could be worse. Could be a lot worse. But yeah, let's see what else Shoe has to say.
Has been in a sharp decline since 2011. It's gotten so bad that Japan even produces videos of live-action women staring into the camera to help the hikikomori learn to cope with eye contact and reintegrate them back into society.
To be fair, that is kind of a great strat. For me, when I was trying to learn eye contact as like a young autistic child, what I did was I would put on Jacksepticeye videos, and because Jacksepticeye always would look at the camera, he'd be like, "What's up, guys? How's it going?" And I would like stare him down. I'd be like, "Yes, Jack, yes, go do the Happy Wheel stick, drive, yes." Was that fun? Did you guys like that? But yeah. No, it worked really well, and now I can actually like hold eye contact pretty well. Like mainly for me, what helped me was like figuring out that looking at eyes is kind of entertaining, and that if you stare into someone's eyes, there is like a lot to see, you know. Like it's like eyes are very pretty to look at. So if you just kind of like try and observe that, and you kind of like try and like look at like all the different aspects of somebody's eyes, then it can make it a lot easier. So yeah, a little pro autism tip for you. Try that out.
So basically, if you want to know America's future, look no further than Japan. A lot of people, including myself, blame this partially on the rise of social media and technology. RIP to the king. Although technology makes things easier, it can also make us more atomized. Why go to the mall when I can just tap, buy a new microphone, and have it shipped to me in a day? Why hang out with friends when I can get all my social interaction I need from Twitter and streamers? Why go on dates and bother meeting women when I can...
Yeah, she makes great points. And also this was only intensified by COVID, right? Because with COVID, you had the automation of literally everything, you know? You had the literal, like, every last bit of, like, you can stay at home and you never have to leave was, like, achieved. Because, you know, we had to. And now it's just being fucking used to abuse that. Malls are America-built dog shit. Oh, malls in America built dog shit? I wouldn't know. I think most buildings, this is the European perspective, but most buildings in America seem to be built like dog shit. Like they're like, like we talk about how housing in America seems like affordable, but it's also like made out of like cardboard and like a few sticks. Like it's like, you know, it looks like nice, but it could be blown down by like a heavy gust of wind. Okay. Well, take care, meow meow, whoever you are. Tschüss. Bye bye. It was nice having you here. I appreciate your presence. You also know most of us. That's spooky. Abe, do you have any theories on who this is? I'm like freaked out. There's one person I think I like think of, but I also don't think that they would be like they would join this stream. There's one person on Twitter who like I think would act like that, but I don't think that it would be them who would come here. So I'm very curious. Okay, let's keep on watching the video.
Just tap, Google big boob and get 2 million results. Or see my high school crush's holes
True.
on OnlyFans for only $5. Instant dopamine, instant satisfaction, and hey, who even needs a real woman when you could just have an AI girlfriend? We're f***ed. We're so f***ed. Dating apps really are the great Satan, and I'm convinced they've completely broken men's brains. Women on dating apps are picky. Women in general are picky, and I mean, naturally we are pickier. You know, we're the ones who carry the babies. At least for now. But on dating apps, you have to admit, it's a little insane. It's safe to say that the commodification of love and the window shopping of dating apps probably has to do a lot with the rise of lonely single men. Men are not just lonely when it comes to dating, they're lonely when...
Don't know about that. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. I don't know. I think dating apps can certainly make men more insecure. Like I've had a lot of interactions with men, where, you know, I've talked to them about dating apps and they were like, "Oh God, no, fucking me as a man going on a dating app. You think I wanna do that?" Well, I mean, yeah, they are, but they are going to be pickier if they have more options, right? But right, Pogger. So, all right, Gaston. I might as well go with that now. So they have, you know. Dating apps can be dog shit for serious relationships. I dated someone off a dating app for 3 or 4 months before we broke up. Yeah. You hate how we're taking humanity away from ourselves with AI. When AI got very popular, I cried because I love art in a way that art being a way that conveys feelings. IA kind of doesn't do that. Yeah, well, I also think, though, that people are kind of misplacing the purpose of AI. I think that AI could probably serve to do a bunch of things where you don't really need emotions and you don't really need to communicate anything nice and pretty. And I think that, like, the purpose of AI will be more to do, like, menial shit that we don't really need to have done by people, you know? And that will give people more time to actually be creative, you know, and do actual creative things. So AI could be good. It just needs to be employed correctly.
When it comes to friendship, too. According to Vox, Americans are currently in a friendship recession, and men are being hit the hardest. The percentage...
Well, women are pickier, though. I mean, if you have more options, you will be pickier. That's just, I mean, it's kind of a, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, there are, like, a lot more men on dating apps. Oh, a lot more men, so yeah, they are a lot more picky there, though. But I don't know. I think women also just... Men will, like, gladly just, like, swipe, like, right on literally every single woman they see, right? Because they, like, get so few matches anyway. You know, women usually won't do that.
Of men who reported having at least 6 close friendships.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like, men will, like, kind of just, like, throw themselves at anything. So it is fair to say that anyone who doesn't do that is more picky than the average man.
Fell in half since the 90s. 1 in 5 men say they have no close friendships. Looking at all these statistics, the explosion of figures like Andrew Tate is not surprising at all.
I believe being a man is a blessing because it starts so difficult. I believe that every man is born without any value at all. I think that the world's never going to think you're important unless you make yourself important.
And recently, a new study came out about how young men are moving towards the right. And every other month, we, the liberal, sockdom, leftist, whatever you want to call the space online, performs the same song and dance. What's wrong with men? Why is this happening? Why don't we have a leftist Andrew Tate? We need to push men to the left.
Okay, folks, can I be the leftist Andrew Tate? Can I do it? Do you all mind?
Tate rarely, if ever, talks about politics. Andrew Tate talks about men, and the left only talks about men when they talk about Andrew Tate. A few months ago, during one of the monthly song and dances...
Gotta shave the head? Oh no. Okay, look, I'll become leftist Andrew Tate in like a few years. I wanna enjoy this for a bit longer. Need more strength than maybe. I'm working on it. I'm doing pretty well for myself. Doesn't really show. It doesn't really show like this, but I can get there. I promise. I think Andrew Tate's only a few kilos heavier than me, and we're the same height, so.
Some progressive people I follow made the mistake of addressing...
Oh, expensive watches and Bugatti. Finally, I can have my Bugatti in women.
men's
Yeah.
issues, and the even bigger mistake of pointing their finger at their own spaces for not doing enough to address said men's issues.
Recently, there were some statistics by healthcare company Cigna indicating that men are the loneliest generation. And
Yeah, thanks, Abe. Thanks. True.
addressing it doesn't mean that you turn your back on issues pertaining to women, but it does mean that we should be focused on what it is in society that is leading to this epidemic, what the left can do to offer solutions, and how we can basically fight back against the more nefarious figures who have filled the void that, you know, men are struggling with.
I don't know if I'm like, it's like my internalized misogyny or something, but when Anna talks and when she talks like that, I just kind of like, I kind of like want to ignore her for some reason. I don't know. There's something kind of dislikable about her delivery. I'm not sure if it's because she's a woman and like genuinely misogynistic or something, or if it's just her and the way she talks about things. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I think I'd be annoyed if a guy delivered it like that as well, actually. Never mind. We're good. We're good. We're good. I'm not misogynistic. I thought about it for a second. Look, I'm smoking perfectly legal herb right now, okay? Let me get a little bit confused.
People like Jordan Peterson and what have you. Now, recently, Vosh, who's a popular streamer,
Vosh mentioned
this thread that I think is really important to address. He writes, "I cannot stress enough how important it is to understand that 12-year-old white boys on Twitch are not being pulled into fascism because of some Machiavellian desire to preserve and expand their privileges. It's because the right talks to them and the left doesn't."
The responses to these tweets and this content were very normal, level-headed, and respectful. Me when I lie.
True.
LMAO, cry about it.
Wait, fucking Hassan? Wait a minute, Hassan replied that?
Me when I lie. LMAO.
What the fuck? That's so fucking stupid. Jesus fucking... Thing is, right? You know why this like especially fucking pisses me off? Because who better? Is there any fucking person on the fucking left that would be better for like appealing to these kind of people than fucking Hassan, who's like jacked and pretty? You know? I fucking... Dude, be aware of your fucking purpose and your like your capacity to influence people. You fucking idiot. This is like, it's so frustrating to see because he has so much going for him, you know? He has so many viewers. He has so much fucking power and so much fucking reach and money, you know? And he fucking doesn't fucking use it. Like, he should know himself, especially given that like all of his behavior around that kind of thing is clearly rooted in insecurity, you know? He's clearly a very insecure guy, you know? And so he should be fucking trying to understand and appeal to those kind of people. And he has said things that do imply that he would understand that, which is why this especially fucking pisses me off. Hassan appeals to gay men and straight women. Wait. I'm gonna click on this to make update. Yeah, no teenage boy sees him as a role model. That's not true. That's not true at all. I've seen plenty teenage boys who like Hassan, and he does appeal to them. But like when he says this kind of thing, it fucks up. Maybe not where you're at, Abe, to be fair, but I have seen it a lot, and even for non-minority people. Yeah. Role model? Yes, dude. He's fucking jacked and pretty, and he says things confidently, and people fucking validate him for it. That's absolutely something that appeals to people, makes them want to be, makes them want to put him as a role model. You know, 100%. Genuinely. Yes. Thank you.
No, cry about it. Boo f***ing who? Oh no, poor widow men having problems. Boo f***ing who? Grow the f*** up then. Have men considered being smarter? I'm enjoying all these sad little moids and their sad little tweets about their sad, pathetic lives.
Literally fucking indistinguishable from a fucking incel tweet. Oh, I'm sorry. God damn it. I'm sorry. I'm a little baked. Legally.
Sounds sounds like a personal problem. Is the lack of compassion
Thanks for
for men in the
reminding me.
room with us right now? Maybe men are just not good people then. I'm so fucking tired of people trying to make male loneliness a huge societal problem. Yeah.
Dude, what do you think society is like made of? It's like, there's at least like half of society.
No, their fifis are not my responsibility, and I shouldn't have to be punished because they can't get.
Oi, okay, Gaston, fucking watch it, alright? At least I didn't chair stream, okay? When I went away, look, I've been watching the fucking H3 XQC thing and him getting angry and shitting on XQC for not reacting well enough to content. And I'm fucking like, I'm like, oh shit, dude, I gotta be careful. It's fucking gonna get H3 up my ass. Yeah, no, but yeah, no, my content is fantastic and perfect, and there's been no errors or issues in my stuff ever. Nothing's gone wrong.
Their shit together as human beings. Grow the up. Why are we trying to win these entitled little predators?
Your fifis
over?
matter so
The
much,
left
dude.
Isn't for them. That's why they go right in the first place. We're all lonely and alienated. It's young men going to the alt-right in droves. The problem isn't our messaging, it's them. It's literally not our problem. Men flock to Andrew Tate not because they're lonely, but because
Okay, look, let's hold on, okay, we'll be careful about that. Some women and some men, it's like there's nobody more cucked than the fucking guys who are like, oh yeah, I hate men, they're so gross and disgusting. Men out of the womb are just alt-right. Yeah, true. You know, if you didn't know, the way that doctors tell if it's a boy or a girl is what they're doing with their right arm. You know, that's how it works. We know this. This is how guys function.
they're bigots. Hope this helps. Nah, it's just misogynists being louder than before, not getting laid. LOL. Cry harder, losers. 90% of all homicides recorded worldwide were committed by male perpetrators. We should just get rid of all males, to be honest. This includes trans women, as they still retain male violence.
Now, you might have picked up on a little similarity there to some other arguments. Using statistics of how much some group does bad shit to say that group is bad is a kind of risky business, because that might not be a good idea, you know? Like maybe there's reasons that people are doing bad things, and there's different ways to address it rather than saying the group itself is inherently evil. I don't know. That's jeez. I mean, you know.
By the way, you know the Tumblr feminists who were like, all men are sexist and rapists, male tears, penises are evil, blah 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 back in the day? Well, this is them now.
Yes, this is 1350 for men. It literally is. It's 1350 for men. And it's, you know, it's great. We love ignoring social factors and you know, fucking influences that could cause things to happen. Or fucking basic biological facts, like the fact that it's going to be way easier for a man to commit a crime because he's probably going to be more built than a woman is. Like, it's fucking... It's so fucking stupid. And it pisses off how many lefties, like, show this, like, clear inability to analyze, you know? Like fucking, this is like I'm gonna finally, first time in the stream, I'm gonna talk about fucking Marxism. Big fat Marxist analysis is thinking about all these different factors and actually fucking applying that. It's basically just fucking sociology and just fucking using it, right? But fucking lefties, so many people on the internet, they just fucking don't. They just ignore that, like, entirely, and they just totally disregard the fact that we need to include every single fact that could lead into somebody's fucking social behaviors. It pisses me off so much. It is all vibes based, and it's fucking driving me insane. Like, and people just being like, yeah, we can just fucking be prejudiced and just think whatever, and think whatever group is bad as long as it's not a group where, like, it's super suspicious or something, you know? It drives me insane.
Ow. Should've just let me cook back then. Listen up, chuckle. I'm white, socially awkward, autistic, in my 40s, ugly, overweight, crippled, got a weird balding pattern, and have bad skin.
Jesus Christ. Wait, oh my god, wait. Where is it? No, wait, did I lose it? Is it gone? God damn it, dude. If I had my bra button right now.
Overweight, crippled, got a weird balding pattern, and have
Oh my
bad
god.
skin. Back in the day, well, this is them now. Should've just let me cook back then. Listen up, chuckle. I'm white, socially awkward, autistic, in my 40s, ugly, overweight, crippled, got a weird balding pattern, and have bad skin. You know what I didn't do? Choose to become a fascist, because I recognize most of the sort that look like me are the problem. I may be hideously ugly
Wow.
and pathetic, but at least I'm not a fascist.
Bruh.
Thank you for your input, buddy. You're,
Holy
really helping the
shit.
situation.
Was that like from some sort of like bridge goblin or like bridge troll or something? Like what are you saying? If you say chuckle fuck, you deserve to have all communication devices seized. I mean, okay, look, I don't want to shit on quirky people. I am friends with very many of them, okay? I cannot blame them. What's up with her eyebrows? Why are they so flat? Because they're drawn on. They're not like real. And also, like, she like did a full face of this color, it seems like, and then she did the eyebrow makeup afterwards. Do you know, fucking eyebrow makeup is a terrible thing. Wait, English girl eyebrow, English girl eyebrows, dude, it's crazy. It's like. I'm thinking of moving back to England, by the way. I'm gonna apply for a uni there. So that's pretty cool. Finally, I'm gonna be around people like that. Yay. England is my city. Yes, true. It's gonna be my city. What city? It'll be like a tiny little one. It'll be Buckingham, which has like 20k population. And because I used to live in like a little village, I think that would be kind of nice, you know? Yeah, because I used to live in a village with, I think, maybe 2,000 people or something. So, it would be, yeah. Don't dox, me. Yes, Brit Bongers unite. In the bad way this time. No. Buckingham isn't actually where the palace is, surprisingly. Yeah, look, I'll dox my future self. I don't really care. I'm probably not gonna go, but we'll see. Buckingham. Wait. Here we are. Population 12k. It's like a tiny, teensy tiny place. Away from London. Yeah. And I used to be up from like around here. Why is it Buckingham Palace then, bro? I don't know. Probably because there was some guy called Buckingham or something. And he was like, I want to name things after me. Something, you know? So I don't know. Who knows? I don't give a shit. I fucking hate the royals. Every time I think about them, I'm like, fuck, they got me. They're wasting my time again. No, I can't let that happen, you know? John Sheffield was the Duke of Buckingham and it was his palace? Okay, poggers, let's go.
The reason young men flock to alt-right MRA movements is because the left gives brain-dead advice to young men. We need to be more compassionate to them, for our own sake. I'm sorry, but how is respect women brain-dead advice? What advice? Don't rape?
Yeah, men hate when you say that. You go up to men, you say don't rape, and they go, what? And then they start crying. Their knees buckle. They fall to the floor. They're like screaming. Don't say that. Don't say that. Look, okay, I don't know. Don't say you want. Oh god. I'm so glad my streams aren't gonna be big enough yet for anyone who hates me to watch them. I think. Because they see me doing that, see me reacting like that to that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Don't be a rapist is bad advice? Help, I have no friends or community. I feel suicidal. Have you considered not raping?
Do I have dedicated haters? Yeah, kind of. Like, people who on Twitter are, like, very set on being very, like, shitty to me at any opportunity, and they, like, fucking keep track of, like, things that I've done in the past, so, like, old tweets of mine, so they can, like, be like, is this you? Did you say that you think it's okay to rap the N-word if you're listening in private? And, like, and they're like, we know you're a KKK member, okay? Like, it's too late now. It's really weird. It's really funny as well, and it's kind of validating because, like, wow, I'm doing so much. These people think they have to, like, go out of their way to shit on me. But it's also really fucking annoying and frustrating because I don't want people getting misinformation about me. My KKK hood? I don't know, where is it? It's in the wash. I just realized it's in the wash right now. It's I'm cleaning it. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, you're too small for that shit. Yeah, no, that's nice. It's nice to be small in some ways, and it's, like, kind of annoying because, you know, validation is really nice. And it's, like, it's cool, you know? It's a very comforting thing. But the negative aspects of it, and especially, like, the anxiety that comes with it, like, for me, I get very anxious about stuff sometimes. And then I have, like, you know, 40 people, like, being angry at me for, like, something. And that can be pretty, like, insane, you know? Because I don't think humans are, like, meant to hear that much input. And then, like, on the internet, you suddenly have, like, all these people reacting to something that you did, and, like, that can be pretty spooky. Flip and KKK hood, that would be kind of sick. I mean, I hate to say it, but it would look kind of cool. Like, I mean, you could, like, have him, like, explode or something after, so it's, like, not weird, like, sensationalizing the KKK guy, but, like, a guy in a funny costume doing a kickflip. Oh wait, flip. I thought of a kickflip for some reason. I immediately was like, yeah, it's going to be on a skateboard, of course. Yeah, dude, watch out for the KKK members. They're gonna start, like, flipping at you. They're gonna start, like, doing, like, spins in the air and stuff. They'll do, like, little twirls with their feet. Yeah, watch out.
Like a decent fucking human being, it's not hard, is brain dead advice.
Yeah.
Brain dead advice like get consent and don't be a Nazi and women are people. Walking up to men struggling with loneliness
Karl
and depression.
KKK arc? Yeah, what do you think the K in Karl Marx stands for?
Like
kids, don't be racist.
Incredible. Here's my actual advice I would give to my teen boys as a leftist. 1. Always get enthusiastic consent. 2. Save the planet. 3. Don't say that. It's actually kind of racist. Like, what the
What?
Is this? How does this address...
Wait, what does that mean? Oh, I thought she meant to say the planet thing is racist. I was like, oh, and now I understand. I thought I was so confused. I'm sorry.
Men and
End all problems. Men, just, can you fix it, please?
their issues. It doesn't. Why does their advice always seem to be, become a liberal? Hey men, here's how to fix all your problems. Agree with me politically. Men fly.
Yeah, she's got a point. I do think that the left has an issue with trying to be like, trying to give, like, retributive justice to groups that they feel like have betrayed the left in some way, you know, like they want to punish them, you know, and it's disappointing, and it's not good because not all of those people are going to be fucking responsible for that. After work beer time. Are you driving right now? It wouldn't surprise me. I've never seen somebody who likes driving inebriated as much as Abe does. In Minecraft. The CJed guy has good politics. Yeah, we're driving. Of course you were, you fucker. The CJed guy has good politics and he's miserable. I'm friends with him. I've been talking to him. I think he's gonna get better. He's gonna get better. I think we're making some progress. So don't worry. I'm gonna help him try and sort it. But we'll get there. But it's not going great. But he has good politics and he's very funny, I think. So, you know. And I like him. I'm quite fond of him.
To the MRA movement because they're the largest beneficiaries of MRA shit. Imagine saying women flock to women's rights activism because they're the biggest beneficiaries of women's rights. Like, no f***ing shit. Let's be honest, aside from procreation purposes, men have become obsolete.
Yeah, please
Most
do.
women can find other methods of achieving orgasm without a man there. And speaking as a man, most of us are horrid to be around, and I don't blame any woman for just saying, no thanks. Oh my god, dude, this is what every Just Pearly Things tweet looks like to me, just with the gender swapped. This is
she's right. Funny. But she's right. Yeah, no, she's entirely correct. This is the issue. We have like very, very reactionary behaviors, and it's obviously those demographics end up fucking being uncomfortable with us and disliking us. It's also why lefties who are like, if you have any sort of wealth or status, you're evil and bad, is kind of shitty, because we need people with wealth and status to support our movements. You know, like also, it's a systemic issue. Again, like they shouldn't be able to be like that, but they were raised in a society in which it's justified, and they're constantly being like told that it's okay to do, you know? So why are you trying to fucking murder them over it? Why are you trying to say that they're fucking evil, you know? Like, I know that there are plenty of evil capitalists who do evil shit, but a lot of people just fucking take it out on like fucking people who just got lucky and they like make money, and they do it in like a semi, you know, they do it in like relevant to that society, they do it in a somewhat ethical way. They kind of, you know, they try a little bit, but mainly they're just making money, and they're just the one who's lucky and they don't really think about it very much, you know? Like those, when people say like we need to kill every single one of those, it annoys me, because what are we gonna do when they listen to that and then they're like, okay, obviously I'm gonna vote for the group of people who doesn't want me fucking dead. Pearly Things has been getting dunked on by Shoe for the month straight. That's so fun. That sounds great.
You know what fixes male loneliness? Jerking off. As a man.
Real. There we are. Okay, folks, we did it. We did it. I need a soundboard, man. I need a soundboard. I want to have an applause sound for when that kind of shit happens. I want to have a fucking Vine boom sound effect. I'm gonna fucking, yeah. I'm gonna get a stream deck once, I'm gonna get a stream deck. Once I have some money, I think I will, because that would be fun. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, just jerk off. Just jerk off. Have you never noticed that when you wank, all of your problems go away? Every time?
And I'll say this. Sit down, shut up, and beat one out. You'll feel better. I promise.
What?
Yeah, guys, just beat one out. Just off. Just watch porn. That man will be very disappointed in all of you. It's so funny how men feel entitled to a girlfriend. No, you sexist freak. When one side is like, wanting a girlfriend is sexist entitlement, and the other side is like, here's how to get a girlfriend. I don't know, bro. What happened to males just kicking the bucket? Now they just come on here
Exactly. I'm destined to live 6,000 years because of all the times I did that. Exactly. That's how it works. Exactly. Yeah, you don't like women, so men are saved and we're good, and they need to like chill.
Make their loneliness and misery into some social.
But yeah, no, that is like the thing as well. Like these people who are like horrible and prejudiced, like they do like have usually like only one version of that like type of person in their head. You know, you see this with racists, you see it with sexists, all types. You know, like they can only imagine like one like version of a person who's just like the worst, fucking most evil, terrible, like everything that they hate rolled into one every time. You know. Yeah, real Abe. Thank you. Like the stream. Okay, yeah, do you want to get modded? I feel like I trust you as a mod. We'll do that later. We'll do that later. But I think if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Oh, trust me.
We
Men
do.
are still kicking the bucket. And they're not giving mind-blowing advice like just to be a liberal. They're outright dismissing men's issues completely. It's not our job to educate them. Since men created the problem, they need to take steps to fix it. We have other things to care about.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing. That's the other issue that we've been seeing again and again and again and again and again. From groups reacting to oppression. They're fucking saying that there's like fucking like blood, God, what is it called? Like fucking like hereditary guilt, you know? For their fucking identity. You know, like how fucking ridiculous is that? It's so fucking stupid and it's so clearly something that's gonna fuck us over because it just looks terrible. You know, it just looks awful. Because it is awful and it's a terrible, stupid thing to do. I mean, also, that kind of like retributive justice of we're suffering and therefore you need to like fucking die or you're like the worst person ever. That's the kind of shit that like ended up getting like lots of groups of people killed. I mean, think about like the Jews and how people talked about that. I'm not saying that this is like exactly a one-to-one comparison, but I do think that like this notion of that group's better off than us, you know, we're suffering, we're upset, and they want to fucking target their anger somewhere, and they need someone to blame, and they need someone to fucking pound down and say it's like the worst thing ever so they could feel better about themselves, because they need like a thing to pin it on, you know? Many died, created patriarchy, therefore, yeah, exactly. You should be definitely like, yeah, you know, it's fucked up. It's very annoying and it's stupid and it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Figure out their own problems that they created. Again, it's not women's jobs to change how men are socialized.
Dude, what do you think women are fucking doing? Do you think women just don't go near men? You think they don't fucking have kids? What would they? Of course, it's their fucking like thing to decide how men get socialized. That's part of their fucking job. It's part of everyone's job in a society.
It's a man issue, and y'all need to address that amongst yourselves. Men created their own problems. Men can solve their own problems. The left is busy. Why does
This is so fucking. Yeah, I'm getting genuinely annoyed at this. Like, it's so just deeply stupid and ridiculous and frustrating to see, because it's such bullshit. Like, yeah, that guy definitely decided to just, you know, like just go to a place where he doesn't have a friend group yet and then have a hard time finding people to socialize with because there aren't many public events to do and like everything's like, you know, through the internet, or they're like, they have like heightened social anxiety as a result of, you know, not fucking interacting with people very much growing up because it like wasn't normalized to them in high school or whatever. You know, like there's so much fucking clear like shit where like it's not their fault, and then these people are just like the worst, most terrible fucking like evil people about it.
the well-being of other people concern me? Leftist, by the way.
The Chud Logic accent. God, I need to learn what Chud Logic sounds like. It's weird. It's so weird to listen to another British person and try and figure out if they sound like from where I was from or not, and like how my accent is then different from theirs, despite them being not necessarily where I was, but like nearby. So it's like weird.
It's all systemic
It's a strange
issues
sensation.
and societal factors and blah 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 until it's a man, and then suddenly it's pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. This problem is just a consequence of the patriarchy. Now take a wild guess about which gender created the patriarchy. Solve your own problems and leave women alone. These people rightly mock the bootstraps rhetoric until the subject is a man, and then it's bootstraps all the way down. They would never talk about any other group this way. It's wild. And it's kind of like both sides are telling.
Look, I'm not gonna say it, but there's one other group that they would talk about that who gets put in the same category as men. It's men and it's white people, because they're like perceived as the two beneficiary groups. I also think rich people, probably, you know. I think most people can agree that rich people should probably be fine. Most of the time, but you know. What's Shoe's political views? She's I don't know, it depends. It depends on how she's feeling. But yeah, generally she seems like a sock dumb. I believe so. Yeah. She like deviates from that ideologically, but broadly I think that's what you can apply to most of her beliefs.
men to pull themselves up by their bootstraps, but one is like, I'll show you how, and the other is like, fuck off. And when they're not telling men to straight up fuck off, they're giving the 200 IQ answer that nobody has ever heard before. Just show your emotions, bro. And I'm not dismissing this problem, okay? I've made videos talking about this. Oh, you're crying at your grandfather's funeral? Okay, it. And studies have shown that men are scared to be vulnerable, even around the homies. And can you blame them when the media says stupid like this? Fellas,
I mean, yeah, she's definitely a populist of sorts, but you can't really ascribe an ideology to populism necessarily, I don't think. Populism's more of a mechanism, more of a strategy than a ideology in itself.
Is it woke to open up to your fellow men and discuss history? Men are socialized to believe strength,
or more of a framework, let's say.
Dominance, and stoicism are behaviors of a real man. Is it any surprise that men are lonely and have less friends nowadays? You have to be vulnerable to make friends. Don't tell me there aren't systemic problems affecting men. Now, while a lot of this may be true, men have been socialized this way.
Oh, yeah, no, that's totally true. Yeah, she's like a mix of left and right-wing populism. I would say that.
For centuries, and this is all relatively a new phenomena. Toxic masculinity has existed forever. If anything,
yeah, I think interaction does help. So yeah, if you fuckers want to like, that would be pretty pog. I mean, I know I said before, but if you want to go again, you can unlike and relike it. Maybe that'll do something. Who knows? Who knows?
I think there's less toxic masculinity nowadays.
Just make sure you do it an odd number of times, okay?
Cultural embrace of like gender nonconformity, femboys, Harry Styles in a dress, Barbie movie, blah 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 blah. My point is, toxic masculinity did not.
Don't dislike, okay? I don't know what that'll do. I'm not sure, but don't.
Not just appear in the mid-2010s, but social media did, and the internet did, and the rise of dating apps did, and the housing crisis, and living in a country where the wealth inequality is worse than it was during the Gilded Age. That.
It's okay. Dislikes count as engagement, and boosted just as much as likes. Okay, folks, do whatever you want to do. Okay, make sure the last thing you do is a like, but if you wanna pop on a dislike a little bit, seem a little bit angry, fucking feel free. Vent your frustration. Swink Chud logic. Okay, thanks Rylan. Hi, how are you?
All happened recently. Oh my god, the privileged life these poor little boys must have, that their biggest problem is being lonely, i.e.
What? This is so sad as well, because a lot of people really suffer from loneliness, you know? First off, this being a young people's problem is a massive issue, but we don't really talk about the fact that it's a massive fucking issue among old people as well, you know? The rate of loneliness among people who are like fucking like 60, 70, 80, it's terrible. It's really, really awful, and it's so depressing because, you know, what are they to do, you know? They're like fucking old, they're dying, their bones are like made of like rubber. They're like held together by like 4 staples, you know? What are they? How are you gonna fucking, you know? So it makes me sad as well that we don't really talk about that. Because I feel like it's a group of people who have experienced a lot of shit. And, you know, I know they're annoying. Old people are very annoying. But we do need to take care of them, you know? Because we're gonna be old.
So insufferable that nobody wants to sleep with them. So much more pressing than the poor distribution of wealth causing people to suffer food and housing insecurity. Boo-hoo!
Oh my
You're
God.
lonely and have no friends and are suicidal. Wah! Because feeling alienated under capitalism apparently isn't a thing. People are working harder and longer while wages have been stagnant. Men have been dropping out of college like flies. And what does that get you? Poor men. Which, since women are doing amazing in college now, and many are now out-earning men, this most of the time leads to single men, which then leads to lonely men, which leads to depressed men, which leads to the high suicide rate. In my opinion, leftism at a policy level does a great job addressing the shitty material conditions that in part lead to the problems that men are facing, but then absolutely drops the ball when it comes to everything and anything related to men's cultural issues.
She's really hitting the nail on the head. Sorry, ignore the bruh. She's really hitting the nail on the head here, though. Yeah, it is entirely an issue inherent to capitalism, and we should fucking take advantage of the fact that that's true and use it and fucking use it for advocacy. You know, because the best fucking like advocacy you can do is just like pointing out what's true. You know. Just like fucking just saying the absolute facts, and there's so much that you can say with capitalism, and you can explain away with it. Like it's very fucking applicable because most issues are rooted in some way in that. Like most issues that the average person faces. Oh, Abe also asked if I saw the Barbie movie. I have not yet. No, I've been meaning to, but I'm broke at the moment and I'm waiting to get paid, and I'm like in debt, so. We're gonna wait a bit with that, or I'm gonna pirate it if I can. In Minecraft. Am I gonna use the button when discussing something horrid one time? Yeah. What about Oppenheimer? You asked. Oh yeah, Oppenheimer. I did not watch either because I'm also broke. Yes, true. I'm an indec king. Yeah, it's awesome. It's cool. It's respectable, and it's pretty sick.
Many such cases. And why would a struggling man even want to move left when the left appears actively hostile to them?
The question of whether or not the hashtag online left is enough to appeal to hashtag men has become the question du jour. And like, men have most of the money, authority, and do most of the murdering and assaulting.
The average young man in America isn't Jeff.
Yo, I fucking hate Thought Slime, bro. Jesus Christ. Mildred! Dude. Mildred is such a fucking crazy name, dude. Such a witch name. Like, when I hear Mildred, I think of like the Goosebumps font. You know, that's what I see it in. This guy looks so weird. That's a non-binary person, but they're called they're called Thought Slime or Mildred.
Bezos. Also, why did this motherfucker just FBI crime statistics at me? Men do the most murder. Okay.
They like having all of the stuff they don't.
2 hours, folks. Okay, yeah, let's real quick. Let's celebrate that. For anyone who's tuned in lately and doesn't know, I've been struggling with the Wi-Fi for fucking ever. And I'm very happy to be this far. Who calls himself Mildred? Exactly. Who the fuck calls himself Mildred? This person. There. Oh. Them. There you are. That's who does it. Jesus Christ, I'm really shit at pointing. There. Yeah. It's a name for a 50-year-old woman. I guess that's what the vibes they wanted. I don't even think 50. I would think like 80, 70. Oh my god. I can't believe, but yeah, seriously, fucking celebrate that we're on hour 2. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think I could maybe go for I think I might have like one more in me. I think if I push myself. Because this is fun. I'm having a good time, and I'm enjoying the fact that I've been able to stream without having to have the Wi-Fi turn off, then pace around my room angrily for a second, and then sit down and wait for 5 minutes for it to turn back on. I am having a great time, and I appreciate all your presence. So yeah, this is great. This is very fun.
They like that. They want it to stay that way because it suits them. Because of the stuff, telling people they're special and deserve all the nice shit that they have, that's going to be an easier sell 10 times out of 10 than like saying, hey, maybe you should have less stuff and other people should have more.
Yeah, also, what's the lipstick situation here? Oh, are they trying to make their lips look smaller? I guess, but it looks like it's like leaked out. Yeah, it might be less people using the connection. No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just happy it's working. I don't want to know. I don't need to know. I'm just pleased.
Leftism is when you don't have a lot of stuff. We're gonna take your stuff. You sound like a 65-year-old Fox News boomer's idea of what the left is. Are you a CIA agent?
Very, very true. Very true. She's right.
You will own a house. You will have beautiful children with your loving wife. You will have privacy. You will have free speech. You will own things, and you will be happy. And the left is like...
Well, I mean, yeah, to a degree. Well, I mean, they are also just shitting on kids, but when they talk about men, they're mostly like, I think boys, when they hear like people talking about adults and men, they like project themselves onto it immediately. And so they're probably less conscious of it. You will own a house. This is me. This is me trying to fucking advertise socialism to people.
They like having all of the stuff they don't deserve.
But don't get me wrong, Republicans will not do shit. The Republican Party will not do shit. The establishment in general will not do shit to help any of this. But the right
Chat
is,
stream.
at least rhetorically, offering men something other than nothing or the eternal HR department. Every time this Discord comes up, there's people like, we need a leftist Andrew Tate. We need masculine role models on the left. But the fact is, it's hard for progressives to organically appeal to men because a large part of progressivism is oppressive hierarchies, and men are oppressors. Making progressivism look appealing to young men is an uphill battle from the start. And although it's funny to laugh at insane people on Twitter, as always, there have been a lot of left-wing content creators talking about men's issues. If you would have told me this would be a thing 9 years ago, I would not believe you, because anyone talking about men's issues back in the day was called an MRA or a pick-me. But lately I have seen a lot of good pro-men lefty content, and I'll put some links to some below. I don't agree with all the points they say, but I recommend watching. It's much better than...
They like having all of the stuff they don't deserve.
But the issue is a lot of this lefty pro-men content, it's always framed around how do...
Yeah. True. Oh man. Wow, was that delay like that bad? Oh no. That was... Oh wait. Yeah, this delay is crazy. Uh-oh. I kind of want to fix that, but also I would rather die than end the stream. So that's okay. That's okay. We'll fix that on another day. Okay.
We get them. As if men are just pawns and tools for your personal politics. How do we make the left more appealing to men? How do we stop lonely men from moving to Andrew Tate? Instead of just, how do we help men? And I think that's a really big issue. Both sides seem to treat men as political fodder. Disposable soldiers in the culture war and real war. Anyway, misandry is real. Oh good, finally!
Oh, that's
and while
nice.
It doesn't systemically affect cis men, it most certainly affects trans men. Oh.
What? What? I'm gonna... Huh? What do you mean? Yeah. That's exactly what they're saying. Yeah, it's the only time it's real, I guess. I'm baffled.
Y'all talking about misandry doesn't harm men, and trans men are right there reading this shit, by the way. I see, now we only care about misandry because
Trans men aren't talked about that much. Yeah, no, we should talk about trans men in the way that also that misandry affects them. But it affects all men, trans men included. It's what right wingers mean when they say LGBT expects special treatment. Every group expects special treatment, no, to be fair. But this is more people ascribing innocence based on fucking like sexism, right? Because they're being fucking basically trans misandrous, and they're saying that like that anyone who's man biologically is bad. So it's not great. But yeah. But yeah, no, it's unfortunate how trans men like just don't get talked about because they're like because fucking transphobes see them as women anyway. So they're like, no, who cares? So
because it affects trans.
And also because those kind of people who are like super fucking misandristic, they don't believe that somebody's like actually like a real whatever, then, you know, there's somebody who's definitely going to be fucking biologically essentialist, like 100%, you know, like those types for sure.
Trans men, everyone stop! It's affecting a group I care about now. I love how the rhetoric just like evolved overnight from male tears to
oh yeah, Midnight W, let's go, Happy New Year, we made it. It's finally the 9th of August, let's go.
Cis male tears, and I just have to ask, why aren't you including trans men in your misandry,
Nobody told me how lonely being a man is. We knew what depth felt like before we transitioned. We knew what it felt like to like have people want to hug us and to have people want to talk to us and to have a community. And then you transition and you're just a guy walking down the street that people cross the street so that they're not near you. And friendships are so much harder to build. What's hard is none of this invalidates how real and raw women and people who are in marginalized groups feel about cis white men. All of that's valid, but I also now understand why the suicide rate is so much higher in men.
Welcome to being a man. Here's your complimentary isolation and yellow pillow.
I mean, I don't know how true that. Yeah, I don't know. I think there are certain things that are very different between people who are perceived as female or male, like fucking affection and that kind of thing. But like, you know, it won't make life impossible. And yeah, it is very fucking tough though.
I love how even when he's experiencing the issues of being a man, he's like, this doesn't invalidate people hating men. Come on, bro. Men struggling don't want to be lectured about the patriarchy. They don't want to be told.
Yeah, definitely. That's a big old issue. Not good.
It's all their fault. They don't want to be told they're part of the problem because, first of all, they're not. The average 20-year-old didn't build society. They go to work, come home, go off to sissy hypno fetish porn, and go to bed like everyone else. I've talked
Every
about
night.
this before, but a lot of men's value comes from the money they make, unfortunately. Men are natural providers, and if they have nobody to provide for, they get into findom or send random girls on the internet money. I'm just kidding, but the fact is, a lot of men simply feel like they don't have a purpose anymore. Whether a job or a career that's fulfilling and pays well, or a woman or family to protect and take care of and provide for, men are lacking purpose. And a man will crawl through broken glass for a purpose. But you know what does make them feel like they have a purpose? No, not him.
I say that life as a man is exceptionally difficult. I say the most beautiful and the most terrifying thing about being a man is you're born without value. Society doesn't care about you.
The absolute audacity to act shocked that Andrew Tate is scooping these guys up after a decade of lol male tears is insane. Andrew Tate isn't the solution to men's problems, but he is talking to them. The fact is, you did not care about them for years, and even now you just want to recruit them, not help them, and that's why you will fail. And hey, maybe I'll be the Andrew Tate of the left. Men, listen up.
Where did the chat go? Oh no.
So I guess I'll leave you guys with a question. Why do you think male loneliness has been increasing? What are your solutions for this problem? And are you dealing with loneliness? And I will see you guys next time with a new video.
That's a great question. How do we feel about that, folks? Do we how are we feeling about loneliness, you know, in men? You know, say whatever you want. But how and what should we do to deal with it? What do you think the approach is? 8 out of 10 lonely. That's not good. That's not a good rate of loneliness. That's concern. Your solution is to become Ted Kaczynski pilled and live in the woods away from society. To be fair, I think that would be pretty nice in a way. I think I just like the idea of being out where I can not have to be paranoid about people, which causes me a lot of anxiety, like being in the vague vicinity of somebody. Like I think it's very, very serene. Like I love going to places where I know it's totally secluded and there's nobody else there. It's very, very reassuring. Oh no. I'm sorry, folks. 9 out of 10 is not good. 6 out of 10? That's not great, but you know, it'll get better, folks. I hope you find ways. We need to encourage people to join more clubs or play rec room, rec sports, rec room, so they can form friendships through that. Or hell, joining a message board or Discord to find people to game with. Yeah, genuinely. Any fucking social interaction will be good, and you can get a lot through the internet, you know? It will help your brain and it'll make you feel less lonely. And also, if you have a hard time socializing, that's like the best way to practice it, you know? Like if you're like on Discord or you're like playing a game like fucking VR chat or something, you have, if you fail socially, it doesn't matter, you know, you're like Kermit the Frog, but like 5 feet tall. It doesn't matter if you fucked up or how it went, you know, because you have this kind of practice space. So I think that can be good. Build opportunities to interact, for God's sake. Yep. Please. Your favorite game for socializing is unironically Foxhole. Jesus Christ, that name. Okay. Gonna fucking get some furries showing up in the stream or something. Literally just let people hang out. Yeah, people need reasons to hang out though, unfortunately. And so you need to give them activities to do, I believe. True and base, go to the pub and chat with motherfuckers at the bar and practice making friends with no social consequences because you'll probably never see them again. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard. It depends on where you are. In some places that will be very hard to do. I think here that wouldn't work. It depends. But in some places you just have a social culture where strangers would never be approached. Like, or it's like very, very, very unlikely unless you find someone who's like particularly exceptional. But like that just being like very much not the social norm. So I do think it can be a lot harder for some people in certain places, and you do need to, you know, create excuses for people to be around others to help that. Yeah. Sitting at a bar generally invites conversation here, but could be a Midwest thing. It really, I mean, it depends. I think it also depends on what kind of bar you're in, right? Like some places, like it's very much just like a place where people go as friends, and like there aren't very many like individual people just kind of hanging out. And some places are more so. Enjoying the stream, I am beyond glad. I'm enjoying the stream as well. I'm having a pretty good time. It's chill. It's chill. Where's my jazz? I had some jazz before. Oh no, did I close it? I think I might have closed the jazz. God damn it. Oh no, we're good. There we are. I found the jazz, don't worry. We're okay. You know what, we could also get... Can I play 2 YouTube videos at once? Do you think we can make this extra comfy cozy right now? Wait. Let's see. Oh wait. Here we are. Oh no, I can't play them both at the same time. Wait. No! This is cucked. So fucked up, man. Okay, never mind. We can't make it extra cozy. I'm sorry, folks. But yeah. Yeah. So, it is sad with guys, and I feel sorry for him. And yeah, I'm not sure how exactly to fix it, but I do think that if you give people a thing to do, which in my case, and for my sake of what I want to achieve, I would, you know, just talk to people about politics or something. I think with men, you can give them a lot of hope, or you can give people a lot of hope, if you explain to them the ways of getting out of it, you know? And, you know, I think politics are very good for that, you know? Because things can be fixed and they can be changed. It just needs to be, you know, gradual and careful. Thank you, Professional Lurker, and I'm glad that the stream is chill. But yeah, I don't know how we approach that, but it's probably like 50 different approaches that we all do, you know, gradually over time as it becomes more and more possible. There's plenty of stuff to do, people just don't consider them or are aware that they exist. That's true. It's also because it's become just less normalized, you know? Like, how many people do you meet who then like are like, yeah, I'm in a club, you know? Like, I do this, I go and hang out with these people. And, you know, because of that, those kinds of things have become harder and harder to run, you know, there's less people around and doing them. And it dies out, which I think has happened a lot, you know? I think if we'd looked maybe 10, 15 years ago, there'd probably be a lot more available there. Also because people just had less to do otherwise. So it's a difficult thing. You need to provide resources to those kind of groups, first of all. My water just like nutted on me. Holy shit. Ugh. It got my nose. Jesus Christ. Okay, anyway, excuse me. God, yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was saying. Bukkake live on YouTube. Yeah. Finally, we're breaking new ground. What the fuck is that link? Oh no, what link? What are you talking about? That's a horrifying thing to hear. Is there a link in the chat? Did I miss it? It's not showing up on my screen. It looks formatted weird, the one I just sent. Hold on. Oh, it's not letting you send a link, it seems. Do you want to send it to me on Twitter and I can look at it? Whatever it is. Yeah, YouTube doesn't allow links. That would make a lot of sense. It's not very surprising. Oh. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Let's go. No! No! Okay, what the fuck? Wait a minute. Look. Okay. Come on, man. That's not fair. Look, I was gone for 4 seconds, maybe 5 probably 10 seconds or something. Okay. This is fucked up. God, I need to, I'll think of something funny soon. It's okay. My brain is very tired. The next XQC. Yeah, I want to reference that, but I don't know. My brain isn't helping me come up with anything. Wait, I can fucking plug the stream. Hold on. Wait. This is a great time to plug. Even though I'm like want to finish up soon-ish, but we'll see. You know. Okay, here we are. Come watch me become the next XQC, and then a link to it. Perfect. Perfect. Head hurty? Oh no. You should get some rest. Go drink some water. Relax. You need less. You need to be less intelligible to be the next exclusive. Have you considered slowing your words? That's a good idea. I can start speaking in like a foreign accent. I did say I wanted to do German accents because I think that's funny. So I think German accents are really funny. So I can just talk like this all the time, and then if I talk like this, and then if I speak really fast, then I can become like exclusive. Oh god, it's so hard to do. How does he do that? How does he do that with his mouth? How does he make the words come out like that? It's like they got like fucking cut up with little knives and then like put into a blender. You took German in college? Oh ja. Übersetz mal. Sag mal, was ich gerade sage. Genau. Ja, nein. I just forgot like every German word in my fucking dictionary. Oh, he's French Canadian. This explains everything, dude. Look, I'm not saying that there's French Canadians. I don't want to be too rude, but French, you know. Oh yeah, XQC does that. He does do that thing. He does just every like. He's always like, yes. What are you gonna? Yeah, he does that kind of weird rhythmic thing. It's kind of strange, yeah. Okay, wait, let me see if there's any last good content for us to get through. Okay, so I wanted to talk about a thingy that I thought was kind of interesting, and you folks can give some input on, and we can have a look at. And it's a Twitter thing. You're gonna bait him into 3 seconds of yelling in German, put Hitler over if it didn't work. Oh god. I'm both very happy and concerned to have you here if you're gonna be doing that kind of thing. Your theory, French people like to pretend they can't speak English, so XQC speaks it poorly in order to help them keep their cover. This is probably true. Okay, so let's talk about a big old argument that people have been having on Twitter recently, and it is this. So, taking a look. We must secure the existence of our people and a future for trans children. Wait, do I not follow counterpoints back? Hold on. People were not happy about this. We can take a look at the quote tweets. You can see. Let's hope there's nothing bad here. White queers DNI. White queers aren't beating the Hitler allegations at all. You see, the joke is that I posted a black sun but with a rainbow behind it. Yeah, so people aren't happy. You were in the trenches for this one. What did you say? What did you what was your point? Because I made a tweet about this. Let's see if we can find it. I made a tweet about it saying that I believe that it's there we are. I don't think the joke is very funny, but if we take every time someone satirizes something and treat it as a totally serious communication, then we're going to cannibalize every single person on the left who's ever engaged in irony. People need to relax, please. Yeah, so it is, in my view, I think it's just not very funny, and you just open a stream to your tweet, Anthony, which, did I scroll past a tweet of yours? So this is, yeah, I mean, how do you feel about it? You're Tony Pajama, I see. Well, there you are. You can be included as well. But yeah, people were very upset about this. I think, Tony Pajama, your criticism of it being like a black sun with a trans flag on it or whatever it was, I think that's fair. I think that's fair to say. But that also is sometimes just the depth of satire, and it's just sometimes not very good. But that to like say that she's Hitler for it is kind of dumb. She literally changed the saying into something that white supremacists wouldn't like. So to insinuate it's white supremacy is silly. Yep, there's like fucking a total of like 12 Nazi trans girls. Like, can we not act like that's gonna be like every fucking white trans person, please? Abe said, yeah, look, Danny can be annoying and think she's super funny. She's not like an actual racist though, and I don't think the meme itself is racist, just edgy. Yeah, I don't think she's probably actually racist. I think that would be I don't think so. Yeah, but it is kind of a clear thing that's gonna be taken wrongly, you know? Like it's clearly a bad idea. Like, I like my edgy jokes, you know, I like pushing it, but I try and push it within like a bounds where I can really still like have a decently easy time defending it. This is difficult because, you know, the fucking white children doesn't necessarily exclude trans people, though white supremacists wouldn't like it. It's not necessarily, you know, clear. So it is kind of an inevitability of it. I feel like that people are going to take it wrong. Yeah, Danny's just made a bunch of edgy posts and stuff. She also had the tweet, oh god, I hope I don't scroll past anything. That if you use the term white, YT, she's just gonna assume you're racist. Which, though I understand I understand the sentiment behind it. Like, there are a lot of people who are super annoying and here we are. Annoying and use that term constantly are kind of weird. But also, it's very risky business to be attacking that kind of thing, because these, like, the kinds of people who want to use exclusive terms like that are going to be people who value that a lot, and they value their exclusivity, you know? And so if you're attacking it and you're attacking the thing that makes them distinctive, they're going to end up being more, you know, upset about it and more easily, you know, provoked, and they're going to react badly. So, yeah. What is FortyTorie's thoughts on this? Why? What, you think she's going to be racist again? Like from 10 years ago or whatever? Yeah, people are not fans. Jody is in on it. Jody, I mean, I'm sure you people know her. I'm sure you've seen me argue with this lady at least once or twice. She is kind of a terrible, horrible, awful person, and she's the fucking worst. And she's genuinely like a disgusting person. Yeah, it's her. So yeah, I fucking hate this person. Not cool, not nice. And accused one of my friends of calling her the N-word with a hard R, and then just explained that it was just fucking Jaden, like Cambodian Towboy's girlfriend, making a joke about how because she's a white woman she's allowed to say the N-word. Like, fucking come on, right? Like, I fucking, Jesus Christ, it just pisses me off. Yeah, okay, we got that. I don't think there's much more juice in that, really. It's just kind of, you know, it's a little sad, it's a little edgy, a little much, and it's gonna be yeah. You're a Rex Ave? Oh yeah, you're welcome. That's what I'm here for. The non-binary drag queen? Whose? What are you talking about? What? Oh, that is probably Rylan, isn't it? Rylan, are you just being self-referential? Oh, Jody? Wait, what? Jody has a pet non-binary drag queen? Would you like to elaborate on that? I would be, oh, Grey Knot Gardens? Oh yeah, that person fucking, they hate me. They fucking hate me. Yeah, they're batshit. I blocked them a long time ago because they're like just fucking incredibly annoying, and I don't want to deal with people like that, frankly. So yeah. Okay. Who's Grey Knot Gardens? Oh lord. Okay, we can take a look. Hold on. I'll pull up their account. It's just becoming a fucking Twitter drama stream. Okay, here we are. Oh, they might have some NSFW shit. Seems like the kind of person who would. Let's see. I'll just be careful. Okay. No, we're good. So this is the person. Here's what they look like. Their whole thing is getting people suspended, trying to be annoying, trying to piss people off. And yeah, so that's a whole fun thing. That's so weird. Celebrating someone getting suspended from work, also marking them as transphobic. Like this red is them using this like extension called Shinigami eyes, which shows you if someone's like trans friendly or transphobic. And this person clearly like goes around using the fucking the add-on to just mark everyone they dislike as fucking transphobic, so that's funny. Looks like a Viking who listens to ICP. Yeah, I mean, Rylan, they tried to accuse you of being transphobic 2 weeks ago for no reason. Yeah, because that's the kind of person who this is, right? Like, they don't have anything else going for them apart from, like, their ability to invoke their minority status. Yeah. You hate that leftists have to defend drag queens as they're most insufferable. I mean, yeah, like sometimes. I mean, I just want to defend anybody who's fucking doing stuff and not being too much of a cunt. But Jesus Christ, this person's not that. Most of them are fine though. Not my type of people, really. I need, not really, you know, my speed, but that's okay. You know, I'm fighting for freedom. I'm a freedom person. I love being free. Drag queens are just theater kids who never grow out of it. I mean, that's like every performer, right? And that's why they're like kind of annoying. So yeah. I just find like people who are very performative, kind of irritating. Okay. Let's see. And I have one last thing, and I'm getting sleepy, so we'll run this, and then I think it'll be. Then we'll have a final farewell, and then I think that'll be it for me. But let's have a look at this pretty old anti-fascist film from World War II. Well, the end of World War II, actually, from 1947. Let me switch this to make sure it's actually the right thing. That would be pretty cool. Here we are. Okay. Is that nice, or is that like? I think that works okay. We'll make it a little bit bigger, I think. Ooh. Okay, let's go. I think that's good. I just think this was like this interesting to look at. I love looking at like propaganda and how this kind of stuff developed, like informing the public, trying to influence people and give them the opinions you want to share. And yeah, it's I want to see how they approached it then, and if it's accurate to fascism today. Fair enough, Rylan. I won't. I don't blame you.
Henry here got on the train with $200.
Oh yeah, Abe, get Rylan now. That sounds good.
Any harm in a friendly game of cards? What if the other men were strangers? And take Joe Collins. He's got a nice wife at home. But he met this girl at the bar, and she looked, after the first couple of drinks.
She looked good after the first couple of drinks. God damn. He met this girl at the bar, and she was ugly as fuck. So he had some alcohol, and then he felt better. Ooh. Oh my god. Holy shit. I love the music. I like how it's like very cheery still. Getting his shit jacked to like fucking the happiest 50s music of all time.
There's a good old-fashioned word for people like this. We call them suckers.
Oh, she did scam him. It's an old trick. It's the sneaky broad.
And there are other people. People who stay up nights figuring out how to take away what they've got. There are all kinds of games. Mike here, for instance. He's got everything in
I love fucking old radio presenter voices. It's so good. The type of accent is great. What happened to it is the transatlantic accent. It's gone because it's no longer really necessary for people to understand each other because media is so widespread anyway. So now people just sound like Californians in like most media. Because that's like where Hollywood is. But it used to be that the transatlantic accent was the standard because people were like sounded different. They were like, we need this one like standard thing that everyone can kind of understand. And they decided like this was the most recognizable one.
He's young, he's healthy, got a job. And he's got plenty of food. Big factories to make things a man can use.
Yeah, that's true everywhere. Everywhere regional accents are fading because of the internet. It's kind of sad. It's kind of good in a way because it makes it makes language more accessible to people if there aren't super strong accents. But it's also a bit depressing. And thank you. Yes, I love doing funny radio man voice. Midwesterners are the only Americans without accents. The rest of you sound goofy. God, I love how Americans say this. You ask an American, like where they're from, and then you're like, ah, yeah, you have an accent. You sound like you're from there, and they're like, I have an accent. You're telling me I have an accent right now? Like, dude, do you know what everyone has an accent? You fucking, you're like, it's so they do this all the time. They love it. They're like so in denial that they have accents. It's really funny.
To do the business of a big company and people, lots of people, enough to work the farm and build the factories, dig the mines, and run the business. All kinds of people, people from different countries with different religions, different.
Oh god, not southern accents. Southern German accents scare me, like Bavarian ones.
They can live together and work
Dude,
together.
wait, real quick. Fucking Bavarian accents in German are so insane. Oh, hi, how are you doing? Feels cute, man. Nice to see you. Fucking, wait, Bavarian accent, German. It's fucking, it's having to adjust to this, because I live above, Bavaria. Here we are.
Hallo, servus. Grüß
Oh wait, oh god, let's see.
blau, für uns blau, genau.
Oh no, wait, this is boring. I need like an angry Bavarian man. Oh, here we are. This is a guy who understands.
Bavaria is the largest of the 16 German landscapes. You think of mountains, green meadows.
Oh my god.
You think of
What? What's happening?
Hanover.
Okay, I'm sorry, folks. I wanted to show you the accent. I don't know.
People that no matter who you are, what you do to live, thrive and survive, there are still some things that make us all the same. You, me, them, everybody. Everybody. You know, people, when you do find that somebody, out that woman, out that man, laugh him, please him, squeeze her, please her, hold and squeeze him, please that person.
Please stop, please,
Give them all
son.
your love, signify your feelings with every gentle caress, because it's so important to have that very...
Okay, so I think you might understand now why I feel the way I do about Bavarian accents. It's you know, it's you know, it's kind of difficult to adjust to. Sounds like a Swedish man speaking with a German accent. Yeah, it's the Bavarian accent's like one of the very old German accents that seem to have been retained for a while, so I can imagine it's like one that was used or one that people sounded like from different places as well, and it was probably more widespread, and now has only like remained in certain areas. POV, you're trapped in a subway car with an angry Bavarian man. Dude, fucking honestly, I need to speed that video up and put funny music over it. His like mannerisms are so fucking hilarious. Make it sound like a Hitler speech. Nein. I'm too tired for the Hitler speech today. I'll do one when my brain works well and I can actually think of funny words to say that aren't actually racist and will get me banned.
And build America together because they're free. Free to vote. To say...
Yeah, Hitler had a funny accent, but like he just kind of had like but he had like the accent of every loud German at that time, right? Like, wir müssen den Heiligen Reich retten. Like that kind of thing. Like, wir brauchen Deutschland und wir brauchen das Volk. Like that kind of thing. You know, like I heard that conversation, the one singular conversation of Hitler where they have him like speaking normally and not like a fucking, not like a crazy person. And yeah, he does just sound like a very average German person. It's pretty interesting.
what they please. Go to their own churches.
Yeah.
Their own jobs. Yeah, Mike's got something, all right.
Mike's got something. He's got America. This is beautiful.
But there are guys who stay up nights figuring out how to take that away from him.
I happen to know the facts. Now, friends, I'm just an average American. But I'm an American. And some of the things I see in this country of ours make my blood boil. I see people with
Real.
money. What's going to become of us real Americans?
See, this is a great way of framing fascism, right? Like as like a threat to Americanism. You know, I think this is something that if the American left was a little bit smarter and they just tapped into American nationalism and exceptionalism a little bit, I think they would be like set. You know, they would manage to get like a lot of the very patriotic audience. And I think people need to stop being so necessarily afraid of nationalism, because it is just people like having identity, right? People love having identity. People love having something that they can connect to, project themselves on, say they're a part of, all that kind of thing, right? So nationalism for a lot of people is a nice outlet and a nice, you know, way for them to feel good about themselves. So you know, if you're doing patriotism and you're doing it right, yeah. Wait, what? Right as you're trying to change, right as. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Every stream that I had was like it fucked up very quickly. It was absolutely terrible. The EU's healthy nationalism. Well, it's like healthy, like I mean, like almost what federalism? What would you call that? Not federalism quite, but you know. Yeah. Yeah. I'm so sorry about the stream, everybody. I'm glad we've managed to go for almost 3 hours now. I'm not sure if this is gonna be entertaining. My brain is kind of sleepy. I might maybe we sit here for a minute and just hang out, and then I might skedaddle, because this has been going for awfully long. I mean, we got the 2 hours 40 minutes now from this stream, but how many were there before? We can take a look actually. Let's see how it was going. Because Jesus Christ. That's so fucking funny, dude. Holy shit. I really tried here. I really tried. You can see me like slowly losing hope. Dying away even more like with each stream. I just I clearly was not having a good time. Okay. Are we? Oh man. But we made it. We made it. I was very resigned, but I would like to know how impressive it is that I managed to bounce back from that, right? God, 34 views on the first stream. Can you imagine how well this stream would have gone if it didn't crash like 60 billion times? Like it's okay. It's okay. It's a shame. It's a shame. But you know, next one will be better. And now we'll have you know, we'll have something to build on, and I know that I can do this, you know? Like I was kind of pretty anxious before, but yeah. Well, I have streamed for a while before. I have like got like a lot of experience streaming, but it didn't go very well. Like I like had like very low average viewers, and then I would like sometimes not have any, and then it would like be like terrible, make me sad. But yeah, no, I had thank you, and yeah, I thought it was entertaining. I felt entertaining because I'm very ADD, so if I'm not doing something entertaining, then I get very bored. So it makes it pretty recognizable for me to to help out there. Yeah, no, I'm very persistent. No getting me to give up. No getting me to give up. Thank you all. But yeah, I'm very glad I had you all here. Wait, hold on. Let me pull up there we are. Oh wait, this is. We'll just go for this one again. I'm very glad I had you all here. I appreciate it. I love you too, all of you. Thank you so much for being around. I appreciate it. It was a good time, and we persevered. You know, I don't think many first streams can have this much of a narrative arc to them. You know, I don't think this many people can say me and 4 or 5 other people, however many you are now, we stuck through, we persevered, and we made it, and now we're here. You know, the end of a pretty good stream. So, it's gonna be good. Can we get MLK as a guest on the next stream? Yeah, I'm gonna call up PragerU. I'm gonna get him to send him out. He's gonna be sitting next to me just off screen. And he's gonna tell me about how punching people is really bad. And it's gonna be great. We're the Maoists of YouTube? Yeah. Are you saying Maoists? Yeah, that's true. 100%. Definitely. But yeah, I think this went really well, and it's, you know, it's fun, relaxed, and you all were very present, which made it super fucking easy, because that's like the hardest part of streaming, you know? When you don't have anything to bounce off of, especially if you're doing it solo, it's like very tough without an audience, which is why I gave up when I was younger, because I didn't really have a following to, you know, talk to or tell about it. Oh no, it's lagging. And so it made it tough. God damn it. No more pretty music. It gave up. All right. That's okay. That's okay. But yeah, you know, and went to 2 or 3 people consistently at the beginning, 6 to 8. Went from 2 or 3. That's not bad. I'm chilling. I mean, oh god, this sounds icky. Sounds terrible. I hate this song. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say, folks. I had a good time. I also, real quick, one of the reasons I realized why I say folks so much is because one of my favorite things to listen to is this podcast about Alex Jones called Knowledge Fight, where they talk about him and what he's been up to. So I listened to a lot of Alex Jones through that, and it kind of influences me a bit, because he's very entertaining to listen to, and I am fond of his voice. He's a terrible person, but he's very, very entertaining. So yeah, and yeah, I hope so too, Lurker. The next stream for everyone who's still present is gonna be at that's gonna be on Thursday, day after tomorrow, at probably around the same time that this started today, or was meant to start, which is 20 p.m. CET. So, or 8 p.m. CET, rather. Alex Jones, Sissy Hypno. No, he didn't have Sissy Hypno open on his phone, he had Transporn. That's about just as good though, right? I mean, but yeah. Pretty funny. But yeah, he's a silly, goofy guy and kind of entertaining, and he's like he's very much an entertainer, you know. So it's kind of funny to listen to him. So yeah, that's why I say folks a lot. I can't help it. I'm gonna become the leftist Alex Jones, but without lying and being evil and bad and denying Sandy Hook. Oh no, we summoned Rylan. That's not good. When's our debate? Are we debating something? We can debate right now. What do you want, bitch? I'll get you. I need to find another thing to deny, like the Holodomor. Yo, dude, I got to show off my Holodomor knowledge to the group that I did my uni thing with. Because I was, somebody asked what Holodomor was, and I was like, oh, it's my time. Finally. All the Twitter arguments have been worth it. And yeah, and then the Russian lady said that she was impressed at my knowledge of it. So being a Twitter cunt, arguing with people, actually helpful. Actually got me somewhere. So, you know, I think it speaks for itself. Just argue with people on the internet all the time. Be like me, have fun with it, you know, and use it as an excuse to get smart. I love this thing, man. This is the third pipe I bought like this, because the other one is stuffed. There's something in the middle. Like I tried to clean it out, and you clean out a pipe. At least I clean out a pipe by like sticking something through it and then just pushing it all the way through, because then it like gets all the oil and shit out of it. But I did that, and I tried to stick something through, and I tried to push it through, and then it got stuck. and then I decided to try and push it through from the other direction, and then it got stuck. And then I kept on trying to put things through to get it out, and it didn't work. And now there's just a ton of shit in my one pipe. I'm gonna just try and get it out with a hammer and nail, but not good, not my finest moment. But I bought a new one, so we're good. This is my third, which is a bit embarrassing. It's too many. Am I gonna sell supplements to boomers like Alex Jones? I mean, look, dude, I'm fucking supplement maxing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I got crazy amounts of shit, dude. I got like 7 more bottles over there. But like, I don't know. I like the way that like taking lots of things makes me feel. Like it helps my body. And also I'm like terribly paranoid about developing illnesses, and so like every fucking extra supplement you take is something that's like gonna reduce your like fucking likelihood of cardiac arrest by like 20% or something. So I just do that, no, and but it works for me. So yeah, I should get a thing to clean metal straws. That's probably a good idea. Oh wait, why isn't chat updating for me on my one screen? Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Yeah, here we are. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry about that. I can see it now. Yeah, I bought a new one. No, I bought 2 recently. I had to buy 2 new ones recently. Because I had one, right? And then I lost my pipe in my friend's place somehow, and then he never found it again. Some fucking how. Second one I bought, and then I stuffed it. And then the third one I bought, and I'm using it now. So it's pretty brutal. Yeah. But yeah, oh yeah, thank you, Lurker. I appreciate it. Okay. Wait, you know what? If we make it 5 more minutes, then I can say it was 3 hours in total. So let's go. Hi Mia, we're just wrapping up. This is the last stretch. We're just gonna go for 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna then it's gonna say 3 hours. It was way over 3 hours, I know, but I want it to be I want this one to be 3 hours. Hi CJed, nice to see you. You missed it? Yeah, it's okay. I probably started when you were like very, very asleep. It makes sense. But yeah, oh, Mia, I'm not gonna be here in 30 minutes. No. I slayed so hard. Thank you so much. I love slaying. That's what I want to hear. It's okay. It's okay. Everyone can come in whenever they like. We'll see each other next stream on Thursday. We're gonna do it. So in 2 days from now, and at the same time as I started today, which was 8 p.m. CET. There we are. I can say things, which is the time in Germany, and like Poland and Spain and all that shit. Okay. So it's an hour ahead of England, 6 hours ahead of the East Coast, and 9 hours ahead of the West Coast, and yeah. So yeah, come hang out then. I think that would be fun. 7 p.m. for you? Yes, because you're a Brit, that would be 7 p.m. for you. That's right. Yeah, Mia, it's okay. It's okay. We had a good stream though. It went really well. Like, once the fucking Wi-Fi issues stopped. Because some people in here won't know. You can look at my channel and go to the live section and you can see the 8 fucking versions. Yeah, it was terrible. But then I made it work at my 8th try, apparently. So you just gotta try and try again, and then you'll succeed. Hey, whoa. 8:50 a.m. That's interesting. Oh god. Yeah, I feel sorry for Australians trying to tune into anything. What have you? What's happening here? But yeah. I'm very tired and I'm pretty baked. This was a good stream. My brain is very sleepy. It stopped dying when we stopped talking about Ben. But was it about Ben or was it about what Ben was talking about? I mean, I don't want to say anything. We were watching a video about Ben Shapiro JQing, so you know. But you never know. Yeah, it's really funny. I was listening to a show by God, what's that one? Oh my God, Roseanne, the Republican lady. I was listening to her do like this little like fucking like radio show where she was talking about like she's talking to people. She was talking to people about something specific, something scary, and then like she was at the start of the thing. She said like, "Yeah, no, guys, we might have some technical issues. There's a storm over here." And then later, she has technical issues and the phone disconnects, and then it like comes back later on, and she's like, "Guys, I don't know what just happened. I think they're listening in on us." And it's like the funniest shit. Yeah, I should just do that every time. Every time my Wi-Fi gives out, I'll be like, "This has never happened before. This is unprecedented. I don't know what to do." It's gonna be great. It's gonna be perfect. They're listening, they're in your walls. True. I am in all of your walls, folks. I have bugged devices everywhere. I've got cameras everywhere. There's no escaping me. Either you tune into my stream or else I tell the world about all of your secrets. Sorry, you signed up for that the moment you showed up and, you know, existed in my space. So I'm sorry about that. We have just hit 3 hours. That's it. I'm gonna wrap it up now. Again, thank you so much for everyone who was here. I had a fucking great time. And I think this is something I could fucking do again and again and again, as long as you folks want to show up and listen to me and hang out and chat and you know, yeah, because that's what makes it work. Jesus Christ, that's how we speak English. But yeah, all right, take care, folks. Wait, I want to make hold on. Wait. Oh. Okay. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a nice night. I appreciate you showing up. Thank you. And I'll see you at the next one on Thursday. Bye-bye. It's nice having you.